Okay, so here we go. Am I on? Am I there? Can anybody see me? Can anybody hear me? Johnny's got his dishwasher running. You don't wash with your hands? Never was a fan of dishwashers. We don't use them. Still having a little bit of connectivity issues with YouTube again, unfortunately, it looks like, but we're going to hang in there and hopefully everything will be good. Custom God says he can see and hear us, or she can see and hear us. I don't know, male or female or otherwise. Good. Johnny Future, Kaiser Kaiju is there, Prepper is there, Master of Magnetism is there, Johnny, oh, I said Johnny Future. Robert Wilson, hello. Thank you for joining us this evening. I'm a guy. So am I. There you go. Sometimes you can't tell from the names. And LPH will be joining us here in a moment. Is it flickering a little bit? It's flickering a little bit on the image that I'm looking at, and I don't know if that's translating back to the people that are watching. Jason Gabriel is there. Oh yeah, Kaiser, no kidding, huh? They do a terrible job, actually, but it's a monopoly on these types of platforms. There she is. Yeah, Custom God says it is flickering a little bit. We're still getting that.
Oh, yes. Come on.
YouTube is still screwing us up with that.
That's messed up.
Yeah. And we shifted everything, trying to get a better connection too.
Yeah, we move things around. So, yeah, we'll see how it goes. Hopefully it's not too bad.
Johnny's lazy.
Why?
Future. He says he needs his dishwasher.
Oh, I've never used a dishwasher in my life.
She hand washes
hand wash. Because I don't understand the point of a dishwasher. Because every time you watch it on TV, they're washing the dishes and then they put it into the dishwasher. So it's like, well, what was the point? What's the point of the dishwasher if you have to wash it first? You know, it's like too many steps.
So that you can spend a fortune on like whatever those pods are that you put in there and then waste more water. I don't know.
I guess I just put it in the.
We don't use one. We don't use one, so we don't know how all that works.
I've never used one, and I remember we were looking to buy a house one time, and the realtor had, you know, whoever had the house.
Donkey Kick.
Yeah.
It was an old lady, and she constantly chugging energy drinks, and it was something called Donkey Kick. Every time you saw her, she had a fresh can.
Yeah, but the house had a brand new top of the line dishwasher. She was like, "Oh, this is the reason you should buy that." I'm like, I would never use it. It's a waste of space. You could put a cabinet there so you could put some stuff in it.
And she stopped what she was doing, and she
looked like
she was shocked. She
like couldn't believe it. Cursed her out or something. No, I use my hands. That's what I used growing up, and it worked. You know, it still works today.
We're not picking on you. We just don't use it. Yeah. Kaiser says the video quality is nice though.
Oh, good.
You can't help YouTube, and yeah, we appreciate that. And we try. That's why we invested in a better camera too, so that for when we do, especially when we do stuff like this.
Yeah.
So people can see and hear better,
and
look at the background. People, is it backwards? We're seeing it backwards.
Yeah, I can see my shirt on reverse, but
as I just noticed, it says Rats Straw.
Yeah, we got Master Magnetism, Custom God, Jason Gabriel. Okay, we saw Johnny Future, Kaiser, and Kaiser, did I thank you for giving me the information on that Batman Long Halloween. If I didn't, I just wanted to say thank you about that. I did get that.
Both of them.
Both. And we watched it and it was really good. And I remember you telling me about it for the longest. And okay, I did. I thought I did the last time we were on, but I wasn't sure. And I wanted to make sure I mentioned that and say thank you because that was very good. It was a good series, I thought.
Jason says the sound is okay, kind of, but the picture quality is great.
Oh, good.
Well, we usually use the other microphone. We don't have the other microphone up right now. That's what
we don't.
Is. Yeah.
I don't even know where it's at.
I think it's on your table.
Oh,
on the
I can
opposite
grab
side
it
there.
real
You want to
quick.
see if that'll work?
Yeah. Maybe it'll help out.
Yeah, Johnny, a dishwasher is not a reason to buy a house, but people are silly, and that's why. You ever watch like House Hunters or something? I know the shows are completely fake.
I love that show.
But there's these instances in these shows where people are like, "Oh, that color is awful. I just can't imagine living in this house with this color. You can't paint. You can't get it painted." Oh, Robert online.
Is that Robert Just a Fan?
Yes.
His name is Robert Online now?
He changed it.
Oh, okay. Hey, Punisher X.
Uh-huh.
Punisher Extra Small, because it's XS.
Ah. Yeah. Extra small, tiny Punisher. See if that...
Okay, hold on. You got to change the thing now.
Yeah, we got to
switch it over. There's going to be a lot of jumping through hoops.
Should we just wait?
I don't know. Oh, okay. Now, we got that done. It's ready. Well, you got to change it on the thing.
I don't know what I'm doing. Master wants to know if it's cold here. Actually, it was about 70 today.
Yeah, it was.
It started off cold, but it got all right. But it's been cold the last couple of days. There's William Randall.
Hey, William. Oh.
What did you do?
Nothing. I think we're still on. I just... Okay.
I don't know if we're still on.
We're still on.
Because now I can't see.
We're still on.
I'm scared.
Well,
right, there I am. I was very nervous.
I don't know. I'm afraid to switch the thing because I don't know if it's gonna.
I think we're.
Yeah.
Kaiser says you guys are good. Keep going.
All right. Well, we won't worry about it. The next time, I didn't even notice where we set up that the microphone wasn't there.
You know what we did today? We forgot about North Carolina.
South Carolina.
SCCC.
It was a Comic-Con today.
We forgot.
And I looked on the computer Friday on the calendar because I always put it on the calendar and I didn't see it. And then this morning we got an alert saying that the Comic-Con was today. And it's one that we always go
30
to.
minutes before the show starts, we get the alert. And I was like, holy crap, that's today? So we because of course we would have gone and filmed it. And we've done good there.
That one we do good at.
That's where I got the G.I. Joe Command Center in the box, the one that I put together in that one video. I got that at that show, and I got
Chris and Shannon. That's the guy, Chris. I think Chris is the one with the eyes. You remember he had the eye surgery.
Yeah,
his wife Shannon, and we saw them.
We run into them a couple of times.
What was that? We were just at Joe Fest. She said that she missed us at the Toylanta.
Yeah.
At the South Carolina. We were just talking about that.
Yeah, because we were playing. We had it on the itinerary.
Yeah.
And we got
somehow I missed that step.
We got a couple other things there because next we'll be going to the Gwinnett toy show and just try to. But we'll be showing this again on the roundups. So if you can't make that out, hosted by Retroville, of course, and then the next toy swap like we just did recently, where we actually set up a table and that was fun.
It was cold out there. I ain't like all that sitting outside.
It won't be like that next time. And of course we'll be going to the Joe Fest.
Is that the one where Bob Backlund's going to be?
I don't know where he's supposed, because he's doing the circuit now. So I don't know if he's going to be there or not.
Some Bob Backlund.
And then the Conyers toy show, but that's all the way in like December, I think. Right? Is that December 4th.
What? It said, "Hey David, can you show on screen your rotating stand?" Oh, it's a Lazy Susan.
Oh, I'm sorry. Ain't it? I'm sorry. I apologize, Johnny. He sent me a message asking about that, and I completely forgot.
It's not down here.
The Lazy Susan? It's in the closet.
Oh, let me grab it.
It's just a Lazy Susan. It's not anything special.
Yeah, you can get that at Walmart for like $10.
Yeah, we don't have like I don't have like any fancy like mirrored, lighted, battery operated special thing. I just got like a basic Lazy Susan. So when I'm doing unboxings, I can just turn it without having to pick it up and down 100 times.
I'll see it.
But yeah, it should be in there. It's not there. Uh-oh.
He'll send him a picture.
Okay, we'll send you a picture when we figure it out. We're a mess. But yeah, we totally forgot about that today.
Yeah. So I dropped the ball on that. I sent out I put it on the Google to reminder,
Mhm.
but I forgot to. I don't know. I forgot a step. A step got missing, so we missed out on that. But things happen. Save
Yeah,
some money.
William wants to know if we've seen the new XL6 Star Trek figures, the 1/6 scale ones. I think we've
Who's
shown.
that?
I think we've shown a couple of them on the roundup.
Oh, we got Mark and we got Graphic Man
Yeah,
and we got
JG,
JG Wentworth.
J.
877 cash now.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. 877 cash now.
How's our weekend been going? He says it's been going pretty slow. We
Yeah.
didn't do anything yesterday, and we didn't do anything today. So that's great.
Jason says in California they're not getting any toy shows. Yeah, we are lucky, but
California boy, you don't even want
they
to
don't let you do
start
nothing
on
down there
that one.
anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Mark Franco, Raider Rainbow. Hello from Cape Cod.
Cape Cod.
Yes,
That's in North Carolina, right?
Cape Cod.
Where's that?
It's
in
on
Maine.
Yeah, it's on the West Coast. I mean, East.
It's,
It's on
yeah,
the East
Maine,
Coast.
Maine.
It's in New England.
You know what I was thinking about?
That's
that
where
movie.
That's where they make the Cape Cod potato chips.
What's the movie? It's in North Carolina. They had the horror movie.
I don't know.
Cape something.
Cape Fear.
Yeah, that's what I thought about. But anyway, there shouldn't be more toy cons on the East Coast.
Robert wants to know where Crumb is. Crumb don't come down here.
No, he can't come
He's
down here
too
because he don't know how to
rambunctious.
act.
He'll climb. He actually will go into the gym. We have a gym down here, but it's an open ceiling, and he'll scale up, get on top of the ceiling, and then he'll be walking around all on top of the drop ceiling, all through here in the other room. It's like, no.
Yeah, then he like to climb on the stuff and rub up against the statues and knock them over and do all kind of weird stuff. So nobody got time for all that. So we don't bring him down here.
Mark Frankel says Massachusetts. Yeah, correct.
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
Let's see. Where are we?
I don't know. Johnny says thanks. I appreciate it, but he's looking for one that will rotate electronically. I don't have one like that.
Oh, you probably can find it on Amazon like everything else.
Sure. I'm sure you can.
Yeah, we too cheap for all that. We just bought one. I think we even found it at Goodwill, and it just spin. You just take your hand manually.
Yeah, that's what we do.
And that's good enough.
Just for the video.
Yeah.
Footage.
But I've seen some people with the electronic one to display their statues, and they always have it on, so it's constantly rotating.
Just get it turning nice and slow.
Yeah, because it has like 3 to 4 settings or something like that. Those are nice, and with the glass and a light underneath it, so it'll shine up.
Custom God says he's in Portland, Oregon, and they don't have anything up there either. They don't have shows anymore.
Oh wow,
that stinks.
Yeah.
And JG says he went to a few small, medium-sized shows before the, before the whole scare. Yeah, bad Crumb. I know.
JG's in Northern California. Magnetism. We have a toy show going on now as we speak, but the entry price is expensive to what they used to be. I'm kind of tired of the price increase. Yeah.
There's R. Joseph Grundy.
And Gilgamesh.
No association to Solomon Grundy.
Solomon Grundy, born on a Monday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Solomon Grundy, born on a Monday.
Yeah, that was good. That was a good show.
And I like Solomon Grundy.
What was the show? Not Magneto. What was the show? Morbius.
I don't know.
It wasn't bad.
That's the problem. It wasn't bad, but it wasn't good either. And that's John Franzik. Hello. Thanks for joining us. It was just okay. And you're when you're going to introduce a character, the whole purpose of this film, after watching it and watching the sets of after credits.
Yeah, because they have like 3.
The after credits really tell the whole story because they just threw this film out so you know who Morbius was because they're going to shoehorn him into the multiverse of madness. That's basically it. But they did not bother really developing the character. It's not like if you watched Iron Man or Captain America or Spider-Man, and they spent like the first 30, 45 minutes developing the character. But here it's like, here's Mobius, he's a doctor. Oh wait, now he's a vampire. Bam. And then some of the action shots are so fast. The CGI is moving so quickly you can't tell what's going on. It was just, to me, I thought they just plowed through it way too quick, and they didn't give you a chance to develop a rather interesting Marvel character.
I don't know. For me, it was fine because I don't know who the character is. I had never heard of them.
Mm-hmm.
So for me, not knowing anything, just watching it, it was fine.
Yeah, because she didn't know anything about it anyway.
Yeah.
But I'm watching it, and I'm like, why are they doing this so quick? What happened? Slow down. Tell us about this guy a little bit, huh?
Let's see. William Randall said he just ordered a 2003 McDonald's playset on eBay, complete with the box. Wow.
Yeah,
is that the same one you got?
He said that. No, mine are not from 2003.
Okay.
But yeah, I've got the 1976 Remco, and I've got the 1974 Play School Familiar Places McDonald's.
Oh, that sounds good. I want to put some pictures on Facebook.
Kaiser wants to know if Arby's ever made meal toys. I don't remember. I think they might have.
I don't know. And Mark
Everybody
says
did that back in the day.
He's a big time collector of action figures, G.I. Joe, horror, and wrestling, as well as artists. Okay.
That's cool. Oh, speaking of which, thrift store today. Look what I found. Oh yeah.
Yeah. We don't have a VCR.
No, I don't have a VCR
I don't know
anymore.
what that's about.
But still, it's the best of the Survivor Series from 87 to 97. 87 to 97.
Master Magnetism says he want to check out the Morbius, the Doctor Strange, and we saw the clips for that, and we said we were going to try and see that one.
And that's another one too, because Doctor Strange, they spent a long time developing that character. You knew all about him. He wasn't just like, bam, he's Doctor Strange. It's like you got a feel for who he was. They spent time developing it, and that's what made it so interesting.
Yeah.
And then when you see him in the other crossovers, then you're like, oh yeah. You feel it better than just blowing a character in like that.
But Morbius sounds like he's gonna have a lot of people because they got that character. What's his name that played Batman? Michael Keaton is a character.
Yeah, Robert Online is asking, should I spoil it because it's part of the after credits? Let me know and I'll tell you.
Okay.
And JG says, is he a vampire? Mobius is a vampire, but manufactured genetically rather than, I got bit and I'm Dracula.
But then it got confusing because, well, I don't want to give out the plot, so I'm not.
Yeah, we don't want to give out too much.
So Robert said he didn't think we would see that. David, Land of the Lost cast is coming, and he got some VIP tickets and the breakfast.
Yeah, that's right. He was telling me. You were telling me that on the Facebook.
I hope you don't get screwed over like you did when you went to California.
I
felt so bad for you.
Yeah, the emergency reunion.
Oh, all that money, and then you didn't get to see nothing. And then went to the train, and
at least they're in the same. They're in the same state with you.
Well, you don't have to go so far.
Yeah, it was Universal Studios.
But that's in California.
Yeah, weren't doing their thing. They
but then he go to the train and didn't get to see the train.
No, he went to the train because that's independent from.
But wasn't something with the train he didn't get to do it?
No,
do right.
He had the Universal Studios tickets, but then he was going to go to the set where they had the clock tower and everything from the film, and it was closed.
Oh, but the train was fine.
The train was somewhere else. Yes, he went. The train was a different.
Still, you went from Washington State to California. Didn't get your.
Robert said he don't care.
About what?
About the spoilers or anything like that. Basically, the after credits reveal that Michael Keaton is going to be Adrian Toomes. Adrian Toomes is Vulture.
No, but the thing that confused me about him as a vampire, his little girlfriend died. Well, she was dying. And she was like, "Oh, Morbius, bite my neck and survive and save yourself." And then he bit her and drained all her blood out. She died. And then they show a flash like 20 minutes later of her opening her eyes up. So it was like,
What the hell?
yeah.
And then also, because he's not a traditional vampire, he's like biological accident vampire. His bite doesn't infect people. So how did that happen, or did I miss something?
I don't know.
Uh,
Hold on, because there's some stuff that I saw that we want to say.
okay.
Okay, so
what
we
do you want to
did
say?
that, and Robert's just a fan. I mean, you're gonna be Robert's just a fan because that's who you were for the last
Just
10
Robert.
years.
Robert's fine.
Okay, Robert. He can't wait to see Doctor Strange. Okay, we've answered JG. John says Happy Palm Sunday, everyone. Happy Palm Sunday. Gilgamesh says Marvel didn't even make Now, yeah, I thought about that. They didn't make any figures. Not Marvel, not Hot Toys. They don't have a statue. And you know, before those other ones, what the rings and Eternals, they had figures everywhere before the movie even came out.
So far in advance, they were on clearance by the time the film came out.
Yeah, they didn't have nothing out. Yeah. No figures, no statues, no Hot Toys, no nothing. So yeah, that was kind of weird.
There's Max Mueller.
Okay. Oh, let me see. What's that? Hamlet screen?
Hamlet's strategy.
Well, Hamlet. Mainstream toy companies
tragedy. I get it. Hamlet's tragedy.
Okay, 89. Mainstream toy companies have adopted high con prices in Canada and are now the norm here. Have the prices gone up where you folks are? Yeah. It's gone up.
Yeah.
It's gone.
It depends on.
Not too bad though, because one of them went up. Something we spent like $20.
And if it's a big production, it was a Power Ranger con.
That Power Ranger one was very expensive for a small amount. They didn't have any toys. Except for a pop guy.
They advertised toys and comics. There were no comics. There was one toy vendor. Everybody else.
That was a person selling pops.
And that's someone we knew too.
We spoke to him for a while. And everybody else were artists. They had books. They had a lot of cosplay though.
And a lot of people doing arts and crafts type stuff.
Yeah, a lot of artists.
Yeah, but the stuff they advertised was not there at all. But yeah, especially the big shows, like if you went to New York Comic Con or San Diego Comic Con, stuff like that, it's gotten so expensive, people don't even want to go. And I knew a guy, it was Bud Plant, who on Facebook, who had gone to San Diego Comic Con 48 years in a row and sets up a table, a big comic or an art thing that he does there. And he said he was shooting for 50 years, but had to retire from it because the fees for a table had gotten so high, he can't justify going anymore. He wanted to hit a 50 milestone and just gave up.
Let's see. Max Mueller says, what are your thoughts on Funko still hanging around? Do you think the demand is still there? I was actually thinking about that because it doesn't seem like people are going after it like they were. Like when we started, 2-3 years ago?
Oh, longer than that.
No, it was longer than that.
Because it was all the way back in Chicago.
Yeah, 2016 is when we started collecting. And you couldn't hardly find anything in the store, especially if it had a sticker on it.
Yeah, and forget it. Chasers, forget it.
Yeah, and then they were on eBay for over $100, $100 to $300 sometime, depending on the figure or the character. But now it's not like that, and you can find pops in the store now.
And it's overflowing, and also a lot of places have reduced their display considerably. Like at one time, if you went to GameStop or FYE, the whole wall was pops.
Yeah.
Now it's like a little section. Cut it way down,
and you don't see as many exclusives as you did before. You know, Walmart seemed like they're getting more exclusives because theirs kind of stopped for a while, but now they're getting a lot. You don't see Hot Topic and Box Lunch and GameStop getting as many as they did before. So
Hot Topic was living off of it for a while because the other stuff they have doesn't really sell anymore, and so they were relying on the toy sales. But the interest in the pop itself is waning.
Yeah.
but they got those sodas in there just in time because Funko is still making money, and they're making it off the sodas now to a larger degree.
And now they're doing that. What you call it? That figure. They only doing really basketball, football.
The gold series.
Yeah, they got a lot of that.
I don't know. I don't think they're selling because
not from Walmart, not the Walmart we're at, because they're just. It's like 1 million of them there.
There must have been 20, 30 biggies at the Walmart when we were there the other day, the 12-inch ones.
Yeah.
And it looks like a big chocolate Easter bunny in the package.
It does.
It does. It looks like you could peel the wrapper off and eat it.
Yeah, it looks like that bunny. It does.
And then the thing is heavy. It's like 5 pounds. Like, what the hell? Big chunk of vinyl.
Let's see. William Randall, I'll post pics. Okay. In about a month. I've been bad on Facebook.
Oh, they don't like you.
Oh, you in Facebook jail. Oh, well.
No, it's all right.
Facebook jail. Haven't seen Moon Knight or Morbius, but he'll go see it today. I don't care. Okay, we talked about that. Saw Morbius, enjoyed lots of action special effects.
The thing that bothered me, I think they should have taken more time to develop the character so that people would have a better feel for who this guy is. I don't like when they just jam into it like that.
Let's see. Can't wait to buy it on Blu-ray. I got an email from Sideshow that the classic Spider-Man will be shipped out in the next 10 days. And now it's 16 days. I still haven't received it. Still took my money though.
They're getting around to it. They're getting around to it.
Morbius wasn't as catastrophic as the critics said it would be.
Yeah, that's Hamlet's strategy there.
Standard 3-star movie out of 5.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah. It's okay, but if I didn't see it again, I wouldn't cry over it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna buy the DVD, but it wasn't horrible.
It was more of an Iron Man 2, but not quite an Iron Man 3.
Anyway, didn't see Emergency Cast, and also didn't see The Clock Tower at Universal Studios. A lot of things didn't happen. It sucks, actually. Yeah, and David told me that you were going to see this other thing, and I'm like, oh God, I hope it turns out a lot better than the California trip did.
And that's major nostalgia too. Talking about The Land of the Lost, which is the only drama produced Saturday morning live action drama produced by Sid and Marty Krofft. All the rest of the stuff they did was humor, but not Land of the Lost. And it was well written, well acted. Special effects were cheesy, but they're fun, and they fit the show. It had a lot going for it until they got rid of Dad. But that's major nostalgia if you grew up in the 70s watching that.
Let's see. Kaiser. Oh, so they're making him classic Vulture. I think that's supposed to be like the pilot look. But I'd like to see green spandex.
Oh yeah.
What's that? A character?
No, the outfit.
He had on like a die-cast suit. Didn't he?
It looked like an armored suit.
Yeah.
But the traditional Vulture, the wings looked like feathers, and then of course he had on like tights. And it was
not the new one.
And he looked a lot older than Keaton.
I saw the Queen Studio reveal, nice and pricey.
Oh, you're talking
Queen
about
Studio, that? Everything is nice
Queen
and pricey.
Queen Studio is doing 6 scale now. Action figures, and their first release is going to be a Heath Ledger Joker.
Oh.
However, I believe the hair is still sculpted, is it not? Didn't they sculpt the hair? And I'm like, Queen Studios is sculpting hair?
Queen Studios don't sculpt hair. You must have
saw the wrong
about
that?
Yeah, you didn't see it right because your eyes were blurry that day.
Oh, was it? How did my eyes get blurry?
Because they're always blurry.
No, they're not.
I realized that my Funko Pops will never be worth any. Well, I realized that a long time ago, and I don't care. I'm keeping them, every last one. I bought them because I like them.
He said, this guy says, I heard Funko is moving to Arizona. They opened a store in Dubai, didn't they?
I don't know.
I think they did. I think their first international store.
4 Feathers just popping in to say hi.
Hey.
Hope all is well. Heading to my folks with my wife and daughter for Sunday dinner.
Oh, okay.
Good job.
Well, thanks for popping in and
I
saying
hope-
hello. Anyway,
I hope we said hello before you popped out.
oh, well, maybe he'll watch it
Yeah,
later, and then
maybe.
he'll see that we spotted him there.
And Roberts is waiting for to buy the Blu-ray of Spider-Man No Way Home. Think comes next week. That's still in the movie theater
What
because
is?
Spider-Man.
Oh yeah.
I'm
I
throwing
didn't see
out
it.
all my damaged Funko Pop packages. No sense in keeping those boxes. The new
Well, the
Funkos
box-
are coming out in acrylic boxes. The boxes are acrylic now.
Yeah, it still adds some value to it though if you have the box.
Yeah, but I'm just saying the new boxes are acrylic, so it might be a little more expensive.
Some of them are acrylic boxes, but it's still a cardboard on the outside. So that box can still get damaged.
Okay, you heard that move.
John says the Funko Gold series aren't selling where he is either.
I want to go to the PowerCon this year. Saturday is 30th, Sunday. Oh, Saturday is $30. Sunday is I might go. Is that the one here in Georgia?
PowerCon's
PowerCon. Was that
isn't
the
it-
Power Rangers?
No,
The one we went to?
PowerCon is Masters of the Universe. Isn't it?
Oh yeah,
And that's
yeah.
in
That's in California.
That's in California though, right?
Mhm.
I think they only do that in California.
I went from having 200 Funkos to 40. I still like them, but a lot more picky on the selection.
And you got to be, because it's like a vortex. It sucks you in, and then you mean to buy 2 and you end up with 14.
Johnny Future was asking, did you get the John Rambo from First Blood? The hot toy.
Oh, okay.
Did you?
No, I did not.
Oh, he was asking.
No, I didn't get the First Blood. No, that it's not from Hot Toys.
It says Sideshow.
Sideshow's doing it.
That's what
First
John,
Blood.
That's what Johnny Future says.
Yeah, I know that Stallone is doing it himself from his website.
Soon you guys will be part of the metaverse.
Oh yeah.
I'm not wearing no headset.
I know.
Are you planning on watching Doctor Strange? Yeah, we were talking about going.
I have no life. I live for Facebook. I sit here like this all day.
Yeah, if they do that metaverse and everybody has on the headset, it's going to be like that movie. I'm not going to try to say the movie again because I messed it up the last time. But you know the movie.
With Bruce Willis.
With Bruce Willis. What was the name of that movie? We looked it up actually.
And everybody had an avatar.
Yeah, they all was at home laying in bed with headsets on, and their avatars were out in the world doing whatever.
And they get up, when they got up out of the bed, they looked whipped. People look so tired, and just bags under their eyes. And
I can't believe that's the direction society are going.
Yeah, you see how helpless everybody was when it crashed.
Yeah.
Poor Bruce Willis too.
He was the only one that didn't have one.
Well, he had one, but it got damaged, and so he had to actually go out as himself in that film. I forgot the name of the film too now.
Jason says Morbius had some good stuff missing. Oh, has some stuff missing from it. It has lots of potential, but it felt they rushed it, and that messed it up.
Yeah, I felt it was rushed. I thought it's add an extra 30 minutes to it. You got no problem doing it with any other film.
Yeah, 4-hour film.
Give us about a good half hour to feel this guy out, like you did with Doctor Strange and Spider-Man and Iron Man and the rest of it. And then, then we really know who this is. So they didn't do that. They just want to slam him in there so he's ready for the multiverse bit.
Gilgamesh and Moon Knight has been good. It's different from other Marvel shows. Mark doesn't even become Moon Knight till at least 5 minutes in the first episode.
Last 5 minutes, yeah.
Oh, last 5 minutes.
Robert says Morbius or Venom 2. We didn't see Venom 2.
No. I just got the Mego Hammer Dracula figure from Amazon.
Okay, the Christopher Lee Dracula?
Mm-hmm. The Mego one.
Oh, Venom, Raccoon Eyes.
Raccoon Eyes. Venom 2 was the worst movie
we didn't see it.
Oh.
They kind of blew through the
front. Oh, Master Mexico.
Hey, there he is.
Hope you're doing well.
But I felt like they kind of, I saw the first Venom. I felt like they kind of rushed that too. I thought it had a lot more potential
What, the
than what they,
first Venom?
yeah, than what they showed in that. Venom is a lot more detailed of a character than what they did.
Well, like I always say, I didn't know the character, so
Hmm.
seeing the film was fine for me because I didn't know the character, didn't know the story.
Oh,
So
Johnny wants to know if you saw the Army Funko
I
Pops.
saw those Army Funko Pops. I'm not gonna get one of them. I don't want none of that.
Oh
Thank you,
no.
Johnny. Green Studios are doing sculpt. Oh, that just down the drain. I was gonna try and get that
No,
Heath Ledger.
not Sixth Sense.
Hmm?
He
Six
said
Sense.
Sixth Sense. No.
No, it's not Six Sense. He know it's not Six Sense. Are you getting any help for your Funko? I am not going to talk to you, Don, because I don't have a Funko Pop addiction at all.
Group meetings are available. We have a little intervention.
They probably got something on you know how that commercial, that therapy commercial, and it tells you if you got issues, you can go online and get some therapy. They
You
probably
do
got one
everything online now.
yeah, for Funko Pop addicts, but I'm not an addict, so I don't need therapy.
Yeah, and then John Frozniak says, "Too bad about Bruce Willis. He has a cognitive disease." That's what I was saying earlier.
Didn't you say he's going to lose his voice eventually?
No, not his voice. He's starting to lose his ability to discern language.
What is that?
That's like, you know who at the center where we work. You talk to him, he doesn't know what you're saying.
It's all of them.
But no, I mean, I can't say names because we work in a mental health facility with inpatients, and so I can't say names. But you know who I'm talking about.
They all know what you're talking about when you say it's time for lunch.
Yeah, and he's the one that always goes. He's the one that always goes to the wrong seat because he can't remember where his chair is.
Yeah. I know who he's talking about now.
If you speak to him, you got to motion because otherwise he's not sure what you're saying.
I don't know. I think he does that to you because he does not like you.
He likes me.
Every time he sees David, he reaches up.
He hasn't done that in months. He's been pretty calm. But the person we're mentioning can be pretty violent, but he hasn't given me a hard time for a while. But yeah, he's losing his ability to discern language, and so he's retiring from acting.
Oh wow! I thought it was his ability to speak. Okay.
Yeah, well, that's part of it too. He's going to lose his ability to
how do you lose your ability to?
I don't know.
So then, how are you going to communicate?
I don't know.
Oh God, that's awful. And then after he announced his retirement, like two other actors, I know Jim Carrey and somebody else announced their retirement.
Jim Carrey needs to retire,
but he hasn't done anything in a while.
Yeah, he hasn't done anything in a while, but he's not very well liked either. So
really,
yeah, people wouldn't care if he disappeared.
Will Smith about to disappear after all of that hoopla he did. I don't know what that was about. But Master Magnetism, why is Queen Studios head sculpt so spongy like? I've never handled a Queen Studio figure, so I don't know what their figures are like. I've seen a lot of.
That's their first action figure, but if you're talking about the statues, it's because they coat them with silicone to give them a more a proper fleshy appearance.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of videos with their stuff, and it's real nice. And like he said, it is silicone. So they make the face out of silicone.
And then they can plug hair into it.
Yeah, and they got the glass eyes.
No problem, Johnny. He says sorry from Stallone's website.
Oh.
Yeah, I believe it's off Stallone's website. I'd like to, but I'm not going to do it.
Oh, okay.
Because, it's another, what, $300?
Ooh.
And it adds up.
PowerCon is in Columbus, Ohio this year. And it's not focusing, on Masters of the Universe. Mattel will not be there. They're just having any toys under the sun this year. Oh, now that sounds like it's going to be good.
We still can't get to it.
Well,
we have a limit of how far we're willing to go.
We were talking. Well, that's where the Arnold Classics are.
Oh, really?
And we were talking about going to the Arnold Classics before the pandemic.
We like the strongman competitions.
Yeah, and they hold it in. I think it's Columbus. It's in Ohio every year, and I think it is Columbus. And we were talking about going before COVID, and then it happened, and then it kind of got canceled, but they had it this year though.
Yeah,
So
it's been forgotten because Russia now.
yeah,
Everything.
well.
What virus? What? Russia. Shh, Russia.
Society will collapse before that, and Gilgamesh is talking about the VR headsets.
Oh yeah.
Hit that like button, says Johnny Future.
Thank you.
Too bad about Bruce Willis. He has a. We
I read
said
that.
that already. I found a very strange version of Manny Faces here. It's even carded. Wow. Marco spotted it out for me. I'll pick it up next week and get it on the way to you.
Oh wow, okay.
Thank you.
I think I saw a picture. I think I saw a picture of that.
Okay. Oh, okay.
I think I saw a picture of that.
Okay.
That's cool.
Robert says Venom 1 was okay. I thought it was fine. And Custom God loves Migo. Go ahead.
Modern or classic?
Migo?
Yeah. Modern or classic. You like the stuff they did. Their heyday was in the 70s. You like their 70s Migo or new Migo? I know Migo. They don't like you to say that though. If you go to the Migo page, the Migo ambassador page, you say new Migo, somebody's gonna kick you in the teeth for it.
Master Mexico says thanks for acting. I'll finish my 14th cycle next week and I'll get a break. I need to gain some weight.
Kidding.
Yeah.
You got to keep that
I mean, I don't know if you want us to say, but Master Mexico is having some health issues, so he's been out for a while.
Yeah,
we won't go into detail because I don't want to put his business out. He might private. Not. Yeah, but but he's always in our prayers. So make sure y'all give him some love and everything because he's a friend of the channel. He's a pretty
and
cool
he
guy.
has his own channel.
Yeah, he has his own channel by the same thing.
Multilingual.
Yeah, and if you get on there and talk to him, he'll talk to you in English and accent. Well, everybody here speaks English, so we'll just convert to English.
Yeah,
like that. So he's good about that.
Yeah, and there's Brandon Kentucky Mud.
Hey, Brandon.
Where you been?
Come on, everybody likes David.
Do they? Everybody likes Everybody likes Raymond.
Not David. Let's see.
And nobody likes Chris Rock.
John McJunkin, sorry I'm late. Had internet issues. How are you? Oh, we're doing good.
We're having internet issues too. Well, YouTube is. YouTube, if you see it, the page jump every once in a while, that's YouTube having a connectivity issue.
Okay. Mark says that he started collecting 12-inch retro G.I. Joes as I got frustrated with buying good quality 60 Joes. You got the 12-inch Joes. Those 60s ones?
60s and 70s, they're up there.
Yeah. He got a bunch of them. David, you collect G.I. Joe comics. No, you don't.
I don't have any G.I. Joe comics anymore.
He got them all stolen.
Yeah, thanks. But no, it's true, though. I had a huge collection that was stolen. And I just, all of what we show when you see the museum room and everything is rebuilding from that era. And
Gilgamesh says Jim Carrey was in Sonic as Dr. Robotnik.
I didn't see that.
The only time I liked Jim Carrey was on oh god, now I can't think of the name of the TV show.
In Living Color.
In Living Color. I thought he was really good on that show. I thought he was funny. And I've seen some movies he's been in, and they were okay. Like I saw was Ace Ventura. The first one was fine. And the one with him and that other guy being stupid.
Oh, Dumb and Dumber.
Yeah. That was all right. I didn't care for that one too bad. But I don't know. I like Jim Carrey when he was on In Living Color. I think that's when he was at his best, I think. I'm noticing more and more Funko music albums with the pops inside. Yeah, they're doing that a lot.
It's not a real record, though. It's just a picture of the album cover.
Yeah.
But yeah, those are people like those because the way it displays.
It displays really nice. We saw one in Walmart, and it actually looks pretty good when you see it and you hold it in your hand because it has the case, the acrylic case.
Oh, Patrick Faluso is here.
Hey, Patrick.
Welcome aboard.
I'm seriously asking you guys to break your city limits and
the Acapulco Toy Fair.
Oh God, maybe
maybe by bike. Oh, by bicycle. We'll get there in about 2024 from where we are.
Probably longer than that. Okay.
Oh, Custom God likes both the original and the modern Nikos. Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that.
Heard the news about Bruce Willis. Very
Mhm.
sad indeed. Jim Carrey retirement might be because he wants to concentrate on his artwork. Oh, he does art.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
sure he does. You
Pretty
can,
sure.
yeah. Sylvester Stallone's an artist too. He does paint.
Oh, does he?
Yeah. So does Tom Jones. They all, it's like, I'm going to go and explore my artistic qualities, and then the world will see that I'm not just another pretty face.
You just keep making stuff up as you go.
It's the truth.
I was at the Arnold Classics in Columbus years ago.
Oh, okay.
With the 501st Legion. They had a movie. Okay, they had a movie theme night. I was hoping to get my Terminator bus autograph, but I didn't get a chance. We want to go and see the bodybuilders. Well, not bodybuilders, the strong men, but they do have the bodybuilders there, the strong men and the strong women and the female bodybuilders. But we want to go see the strong men.
G-Don wants to know if they ever made figures for One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. I don't believe so. I don't think they ever did that.
Michael Gloria. Hello, first time here. Question. Did you ever make this a toy line for the movie Speed? I don't think so. I don't even think they did action hot toys for that 1/6 scale figures.
No, and they have trouble getting licenses associated with Keanu Reeves too. The only the only ones they've done is the Neo Matrix.
They did John Wick, didn't they?
The Neo Matrix, John Wick, and they did a classic version of
Bill and Ted.
Yeah, as a 2-pack. So you have to get 2 6-scale figures. And I know John Wick's been done in a couple of incarnations, but I don't know if they could get him for that. He might agree to it.
Yeah, but I mean, was that the type of movie that people want a figure for, though? I mean, they make figures for everything else.
They make figures for everything, so like, what's the difference?
Yeah, that's true. The Funko industry was hit harder by the Chris Rock than Chris Rock. I don't know, that Chris Rock thing. I think that was a fake.
He wasn't hit.
I think the whole thing was set up, but then I wonder sometime, but not really, with the backlash that Will Smith is getting, because he got banned from the Oscars for like 10 years, and
that could be part of the setup. We don't know what the long-term plan is. I'm pretty positive that it was faked. Negative attention for a celebrity is as good as, and sometimes even better than, positive attention if it's utilized properly. And this is the little experiment here real quick, and I'll ask you, everybody, be honest. If I say Britney Spears, what's the first thing you think of?
Put it in the comment section below. Then we're going to talk about it.
And you'll see what I mean.
David, was there any figures from the movie One? Oh, we talked about that. Yeah. I saw Phil Collins had his very last concert. He is just too bad in shape. Yeah, to keep going. Did over 2-hour show in his chair. I wish I could have seen him one last time.
Yeah, at least one time. Yeah. And a lot of these guys, a lot of them need to back off. It's hard for them to let go. Sometimes they need the money, or whatever the reason. Sometimes they want to cling to what once was. But what was it, Led Zeppelin?
Yeah.
After the last time they did a live concert, and the guy saw the performance, and he was like, wow, especially with his performance on Kashmir, he wasn't feeling it. He was not happy at all.
Yeah.
And they offered him a fortune to do another concert. He's like,
I saw the live on YouTube, and it didn't sound good.
Yeah, it wasn't.
If you compared it, whenever that came out, I can't remember what year, and then you look at one he did in the 70s.
You want to see an example of why they shouldn't? Look up on YouTube the last live performance of "Come On, Eileen."
Oh God.
I mean, it sounds like they drove by in an ambulance from picking him up from like a drug clinic and just rolled him out into the street, and they dragged him up on stage, and he's
Yeah,
and
if you know the song "Come On,
come on,
Eileen,"
Eileen.
the
Yeah,
guy has a very
very
unique voice,
Yeah.
and it has squeaks in it, but it sounds good. And we saw the live version of it, and
It's like, oh my god, because doing the reunion concert, and it's like you've got like 40,000 people in this audience, and you're up there just shoveling dirt on the song, burying it for life.
Let's see. The only movie I liked from Jim Carrey was The Mask. Jada Pinkett, good. Let the hate flow.
He's comparing Jada Pinkett Smith to Emperor Palpatine from Star Wars.
Okay.
That's what that is.
Brandon says, Mom had emergency. Wow, back surgery. It was, wow, life or death surgery. Told me they flew her to Indianapolis by helicopter. She's doing better now, but those first weeks, wow. We sorry to hear that.
That's going to be scary.
In our prayers. Oh, my mama calling me. She ain't gonna be talking about nothing. David Z. I miss my original speeder bike. Awesome collection of Kenner figures.
Oh, are you talking about this? Yeah, I do those.
You got the speeder bike?
No, I don't.
What are you talking about?
Oh, no. Yeah, right here.
Oh yeah,
Kind of a different vehicle. But yeah, this is my Star Wars journey. I used to have a complete American version, one boxed and one loose, of everything that they produced. Yes, that includes the vinyl Cape Jawa on the card. And that was part of the collection that was stolen many years ago. And I do my Star Wars journey video on this channel whenever I pick up a new Star Wars piece, and I just talk about it. And that's some of what I got going on back there. But yeah, I love that stuff.
Mark says he would like to see the Lost in Space Mego line. And Robert saw Phil Collins in the 80s. Great musicians. Had Carousel at Rosemont Horizon in Chicago. Glad I caught him. Also saw George Michael there. Only 2 concerts I've ever. Wow, you only ever been to 2 concerts?
The Lost in Space has been done in 6th scale, and I think there's a few of them that are still available on Big Bad Toy Store if you look for it there.
I miss. Okay, speeder bike. Okay. I believe Redman made a speed type of figure. Theirs is a 1/6 version.
Okay.
David LPH, which concerts did you ever go see? Oh, I've seen a bunch. We went to Hillsong.
Oh no.
I dragged him out to Hillsong concert. That's one of the first concerts we went together.
Yes.
As a couple. I've seen the OJs in concert. I've seen Maze and Shaka Khan and what's his name? I can't think of the guy named Kim. His name is Kim, and I've seen Kim in concert a couple times because I like him. And who else? I've seen. Oh, it's a group called Floor Tree. I saw them in concert. And I can't think of any more. I know I went to some more, but I can't think of it. But I went to a bunch of Hillsong concerts because I was all about Hillsong at one time.
See, Robert got it. It says Britney Spears cutting her hair.
Johnny Future.
Yeah.
Head shaved.
Yeah.
Ditzy blonde. Britney Spears cutting her hair.
Yeah, exactly. And that moment, that negative moment, reset her career. Because it's a redirection, and that's something that they do in Hollywood.
Yeah.
So the whole thing doesn't feel right. How come you only have film? How come you've got like 50 different camera shots of audience, but only one camera shot of Will getting slapped, and it's from behind.
And then when he was walking up there, he was smiling. When he walked away, he was smiling.
Yeah.
And then he
when
went
he sat down,
down,
he went into his acting mode.
Yeah, it's all ghetto acting mode.
Overemphasized everything he was doing. There's a lot to consider with all of that. Also, it's not actually live. It's preempted. Even though when they say live, they mean, and it depends on the type of broadcast, anywhere from 30 seconds to 2 minutes of a gap to catch foul language, to catch anything that goes on that shouldn't happen. So that means the moment that they saw him strike him, the guy in the booth could switch to commercial, and you never would have seen it.
But the thing I didn't realize until the other day, because I didn't watch the video until David showed it to me, he got his award after the slap. I thought the award came before the slap. It came after. So if the Academy Award or Oscars were so offended and we don't want that type of behavior, why did you give him the award?
Yeah.
You could have skipped over that part and just not give it to him.
Yeah.
So or that was kind of weird.
Or asked him to leave. They claim they asked him to leave, and the security tried to get him to leave. He wouldn't leave. You can't get him to leave the room.
They could get you to leave if they wanted you to leave.
Yeah. They could figure it out.
John McJunkin in Living Color was crazy. Loved the show. The Three Champs and a Baby. Homie the Clown was good. The Two Gay Movie Critics was funny. Fire Marshal Bill was the best. And Handyman. The one I like when Jim Carrey and Damon Wayans used to be the preachers. They were the preachers. And then when Damon Wayans played the homeless guy and Jim Carrey played the homeless guy, and they were one-upping each other.
That was funny. That's because that wasn't scripted.
Yeah,
that part was not scripted with the pickle jar.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
a lot of their stuff wasn't scripted, especially when Jim Carrey and Damon Wayans were together. They kind of just did whatever.
Going off script is what got Damon Wayans fired from Saturday Night Live.
Yeah, you said so.
That's for those of you who weren't aware of that, because remember he was on SNL for a while after In Living Color went off, and he was supposed to be playing a police officer in a sketch, and he thought the sketch was going badly. Now, what do you do when a sketch is going badly? You improv. Like that's what made the Carol Burnett show so good. That's what made In Living Color good. That's what made the original Saturday Night Live good. But modern, or I get even if though it was the 90s at the time, modern SNL doesn't allow for you to go off script at all. And so when he decided to make his police officer flamboyant in order to make it more interesting, when he went backstage, they told him pack up and get out. He was done. You don't even finish the show. So yeah, that didn't go well. It also goes to show you how bad. I mean, SNL hasn't been relevant for like decades. I don't even know what to say. It's been awful. It's like the nightly news. You just expect it to be on, but you don't care if you see it or not.
Monkey Jeebus is here. Hey, Monkey. Robert, I always loved Dire Straits. Dire Straits is good. Mm-hmm. He always sounded half asleep and drunk. Money for Nothing. It was a great tune. That was a good song and a good video. David, what's your favorite concert you ever saw? Like on TV, I guess.
On TV?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Mine, I love every Hillsong
I saw,
concert. Even to this day, even though I don't listen to them anymore, I still love Hillsong concerts, live concerts. He's on me now. You missed your turn. And then we recently saw a Led Zeppelin concert. We had it on, and it was the whole concert. And you remember the one, they only sang like one song, and the guy was just playing the guitar the whole time.
They didn't stop that one song. It was like it turned a 3-minute song into like
30 minutes. Yeah.
I saw the Willie Nelson concert.
Anyway.
He's interesting.
Yeah.
First of all, he was an hour late.
Yeah.
He was an hour late, so his opening act had to keep going.
Mm-hmm.
But then when he showed up, he still did more. He stayed longer than the 2-hour set. He gave everybody their money's worth when he got there. And then he does the trick with the headband. I don't know if anybody ever saw him do that.
No.
He takes his headband off, because he always wears one. He takes it off and he throws it into the audience. And then he reaches back and he pulls out another one, right? Another kerchief.
Mm-hmm.
And spins it around and does it and ties it with one hand and puts it on. So he's got this little trick that he does. And then it's on his head again. And he does the next song, takes it off and throws it in the audience and whips out another one and does it again. And he did that through the whole show. I just thought that was really interesting. I want to know how he rolled that up and tied it with one hand. See how she picks on me? You see this, right?
That's what you find interesting.
This is abuse. That's what this is.
Don wants to know what's the meaning of life and if you ever had any paranormal experience.
Where is that?
Right there.
The true meaning of life is to
follow the Torah and all the God's laws.
Crush your enemies.
Crush your enemies underfoot.
Drive your enemies before you and hear the lamenting of the women. That's from Conan. Crush your enemies.
Paranormal experience. No, I don't really believe in all that. Like ghosts and all that.
No.
I don't believe
Not
but
like
I will
that.
come back as a ghost. If I die before David does.
There we go.
I'm going to come back as a ghost to ensure that everything stays as I put it. So,
and by that, she means that I won't have a girlfriend.
Nope. Because I'm going to ruin every chance he got.
Oh, no.
I'm sure of that. But no, I don't really believe in all of that. That paranormal and all of that. I watch those shows, though, like A Haunting and Unsolved Mysteries do a lot of paranormal stuff. But I've never seen any of it. So I don't personally believe it. I never had a experience with it, so I'll say that I don't really believe this. So that's my whole thing with it. Let's see. I love Jim Carrey and what Dumb and Dumber. Wait, you messed up.
I'm sorry. Yeah, we got a bunch of spam in the feed.
We're trying to delete it. I love Jim Carrey and Dumb and Dumber was one of the funniest movies ever. Also, the sequel was good too. Johnny Future, I was thinking of buying the Land of the Lost lunchbox, but there are without the Thurman. I've seen them. You got to keep looking because I see them all the time. I'm not a fan of Land of the Lost, so I never got them.
I don't think you know the show though, do you?
No, I've never seen it. But I have seen the lunchboxes because I look up lunchboxes every so often. And I know for sure I've seen that lunchbox. So you just got to keep looking. And some people do get ridiculous with those prices. You'll see sometimes it'll be lunchbox and thermos, $30. And then sometime you see it for $500. And that's not an exaggeration. People
Condition
do that.
Counts.
Yeah, people do that. Okay. We're both watching you. Now she loves watching your live shows. Oh, he's talking about the mom, I guess.
Oh, okay.
I once saw Neil Diamond in concert. He was really good. I like Neil Diamond. Love Shaka Khan. I forgot what the OJ sing. That's what Robert is saying. Oh. And Custom God saw Elvis in concert.
Oh, my.
And We're Coming to America. That's Neil Diamond sings that. And check out Mandy Summers.
Oh, he's talking to G-Don.
Oh, okay. Let's see. Then we're going to move down. I'm pretty introverted, so I'm not a fan of concerts. What?
Oh, okay.
You don't like concerts?
You don't like all the noise.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Monkey Jeebus P-bots. Yeah.
What's P-bots?
That does all that spam that we were just getting rid of there.
Oh, yeah,
trying to clear it out.
Yeah. Saw Kenny Rogers in 2018 and had backstage VIP. Got photos with him on stage before he died. Kenny Rogers died? Really? I didn't know that.
Did he? I don't remember.
Flew to Kentucky for that. Wow. I don't know, David. Britney went nuts after cutting her hair, forced to do concerts in Vegas for father. She's pretty much went downhill. I blame Jada. No, he said that's Monkey because he said he slapped Will Smith. I mean, Will Smith said he slapped Chris Rock for making jokes about Jada's Pickett. I didn't see the thing, so I don't know what the joke is. Well, he said something about G.I. Jane, making a reference
he made a reference to something most people wouldn't recognize anyway.
Yeah, because who remembers G.I. Jane? Please kick the spammer out. We did.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I think that whole thing was a fraud, was a setup.
There's Chopin or Choppa NZ, Choppa New Zealand.
Really enjoy your content and hi from New Zealand.
Hello, all the way in New Zealand, down under, down under. I've been to Australia, and they say we're not down under. New Zealand is. That's what they. That's what I was told.
Robert, I keep seeing Will Smith with a slap hit
list.
Hit list. Gilbert Godfrey, Pee Wee Herman, David Spade.
Oh yeah, David Spade.
Lorne Michaels is very controlling.
Yes,
who is
that's
that?
what I've heard. Lorne Michaels is the producer of Saturday Night Live. He has been since the first episode. He's been out there for a long time, and he's gotten worse and worse over the years. If that show went off the air, he'd probably die. He wouldn't know what to do with himself.
Johnny says that he thinks they quickly changed an award recipient and gave it to Will Smith instead, just to let him get on stage and talk. Too coincidental to be an authentic win.
Well, from what I understand, that film wasn't even that good anyway.
I don't know.
Maybe that's part of the deal to get his Oscar. Maybe he was that part of the whole plan. We don't know.
Yeah, but I mean, you ruined your own career. You know what I'm saying? It's not like, I don't know. I think that his career was ruined just by doing that. So I don't know. I don't see how that action helped his career at all. So we still removing some more of those things.
It's the long game.
I've seen a ghost. Gilchrist said he's seen a ghost. Kenny Rogers threw money into the crowd every time he sang. Wow.
Really?
Good thing you did see Kanye in concert. You would have. Oh, you didn't. He did. That says did. Good thing you did see Kanye in concert. He must be talking to somebody else. Mark saw the Rolling Stones at Worcester, Massachusetts, small nightclub, Sir Morgan's Cove. You hear about Gin Blossoms. They are calling their tour 30 Years of Misery. Who's Gin Blossoms?
I don't know.
I don't know who that is.
I'm not sure who that is.
Okay, let's see.
Goodness.
I know, right?
People just got to screw everything up here.
I know. Now it makes it hard for us to kind of find out.
Catch up where we are.
I think we got caught up. Okay. I watch the horrible true murder shows. I watch those. I love them. Every morning when I go to sleep, I creep myself out before I go to sleep. It's 5 p.m. time for The Love Boat on MeTV. Okay, you gonna go watch that? I saw Ozzy in concert.
There's a lot of celebrity guest appearances in The Love Boat. You can just sit there and pick them out, see who you recognize.
Yeah. And on Columbo too.
Columbo has a lot of celebrity guest appearances. Well, Leonard Nimoy was on there. Kung Fu does also.
Yeah, we're watching Kung Fu. I think we're close to the end of that.
Yeah, we get close to the end, but they had a lot of celebrity guest appearances. My favorite was Don Johnson as the Indian boy. Don Johnson, he was like.
Oh yeah, that was Don Johnson.
Like 15 or something, and he was an Indian. Yeah,
that was him.
That was Don Johnson.
Oh, I didn't realize that was him. We saw him in that movie, A Boy and His Dog.
Yeah, it was a post-apocalyptic film.
Yeah,
it was weird.
It was very weird movie, but it wasn't bad though. Mm-hmm. It was a pretty good movie. Came out in the 70s, and I think it's called A Boy and His Dog.
Yeah,
and he's wandering around with this dog and came up on some mess.
Yeah.
But he got it figured out, though.
And the dog talks.
Yeah.
It's telepathic.
But they never explain how the dog is telepathic. And it seems like all dogs are telepathic. But they never really explain that.
Radiation is after the apocalypse.
I guess. Gil Gamesh, I saw Ozzy in concert. He was spraying the crowd with a fire hose and forgot it was in his hand. Someone had to come take it away from him after he kept it on the same people's.
That's because he's got like dementia or something. I think he burned himself out on drugs like 30, 40 years ago.
Johnny says that Kenny Rogers died in March of 2020
Oh,
at the
okay.
height of the pandemic, and nobody covered it. The pandemic ruled the news, so nobody got any coverage of anything. I was
Oh,
heartbroken.
yeah.
Oh,
I
that's
wasn't
why.
even sure. I
Yeah,
wasn't even sure.
yeah.
That's a shame.
Okay, why are video game credits an hour
Because
long?
they get so many people involved with it, and the law says you have to display them. But yeah,
Brand.
they are long though. It's
Oh,
like movie credits.
I
Yeah.
don't play video games. I call that. Brandon saw Kiss, Aerosmith, Rob Zombie, Joan Jett, the Black Hearts, Oak Ridge Boys, Clay
Okay.
Walker, Garth Brooks, Keith Sweat,
Uh-oh.
Yin Yang Twins. Wow, Twister. Been to a lot of live shows. If they offer you tickets, would you go to
Oh,
the
to see Weird
Yeah.
Al. Sure, I'll go.
hmm
Why
I
not?
like his videos, and we watch his videos sometimes.
Oh, Master of Magnetism. Have you seen the Blob? Both of them.
Yeah, we
Because
seen
it's
it.
two.
hmm
The original one from the 50s, and then the 80s version, which the 80s version's a lot better. I think they did a good job on the remake.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a fun film. Oh, Mark has to go. So long from Cape Cod. Well, I'll hope you join us again, or you
Yeah.
hope that you can catch up the rest of the live stream on another day.
I saw a boy and his dog. It was weird. That dog, the boy, that girl was Shirley Tasty.
Yeah,
Weird ending.
weird
Yeah.
ending. Well, I mean, he had to make a choice. Which one are you going to trust?
Yeah.
He trusted the dog. I saw Captain Cool and the Kongs in concert. Saw Sid and Marty smoking weed backstage. Oh yeah. Captain Cool and the Kongs was from the Sid and Marty Krofft variety show Saturday mornings.
Okay.
Oh,
Gilgamesh said, "Would you buy the Blob figure? Do they have a figure of the Blob?
I don't know if they could make a figure of the Blob.
It's just a Blob.
Yeah, it's just a blob. William Randall says, I've seen BB King and Weird Al, and I've been on stage with Weird Al for his Star Wars songs. Oh, okay.
BB King is good. I like him.
Yeah, he talks about his guitar a lot.
He made, yeah.
Lucille.
Lucille. He told a story about Lucille. One of his songs is the story of how they met.
He's just talking. He's just talking about the guitar and about how it saved his life, but literally.
Saved his life.
Yeah, literally.
Johnny has a question.
Okay. Favorite Weird Al music video?
I like Trapped in the Closet. That one was funny. The Trapped in the Closet.
What's wrong with you?
That video was good. I like that song anyway, the R. Kelly version. And I like the video. But Weird Al did a video of that song, a parody of that song with a video. And it was really good. I thought.
I'm not sure. Growing up, I kind of liked Fat.
I'm fat.
I'm fat, you know it.
Yeah.
I like the way that they did that, and I also like White and Dirty. White and Dirty is funny. White and Dirty is funny because he's able to rap and keep time better than the song that he's parodying, or the rap song that he's doing a parody of.
Amish Paradise was funny too.
Well, Amish Paradise is interesting because that one scene where everything's running in reverse, they didn't reverse the film.
Oh, they didn't?
He actually did it backwards. He actually did that scene backwards, which meant that he was speaking backwards so that when they ran it forward, it would still do right. You know what I mean?
Oh, White and Nerdy.
White and Nerdy. Oh, is that what is it? Yeah, that's right.
Mass in Mexico really wants us to break our city limits and come to Acapulco Toy Fair. Maybe by bike, a giant for free stay at
somewhere.
I want to see the stuff.
Oh,
Never
the
saw
stuff. Yeah, the stuff is a good one. It's kind of like the Blob, but they eat it.
Jedi Life.
It's like marshmallow fluff, but it's alive, and people are eating the stuff because it tastes good.
Jedi Life said money was no object. What single vintage mint in the box, mint on card toy would you buy right this second? Black Knight. Hey, Black Knight. How you doing?
Oh, there he is.
What would you buy right this second?
Oh, wow. That's a tough choice. It is. That's a tough choice. Just throw that out there like that. I'd like to find carded Coliforms aliens. Nobody's got those.
Oh.
They're extremely rare.
Oh, are they?
And they're very expensive.
Master Mexico is going to buy an Eternia play set.
Okay.
Florence Henderson in the Omnish video too. Wonder.
Oh, that's right. Churning butter. She was churning butter.
I don't know what I would buy. I would buy the Swamp Thing statue.
Oh yeah.
From Prime One Studio. I would buy that. You got to hit hide user.
Yeah, I it's been done like we've already, that's the same one. We've hit that user like 3
Put
times
lard
already.
in a jar. There's your blob figure. Yeah,
that's really probably how they did it.
Yeah.
You get the Swamp Thing statue.
Yeah.
I'd like to get the I'm still looking for a Terradrome.
You need to look for a flag. USS flag.
I have nowhere to put it.
Yeah, just so you got it.
Yeah.
As long as you have it. Don't matter. Just put it under the desk or something. Put it in the closet.
Yeah. Well, I bet I'd like to get the Terradrome. It doesn't have to be in the box. I'd like it to be complete.
Somebody is saying you like 1 million pieces, and then you got to put it together. Then you got like 4 of them because they just threw a bunch of pieces in a box.
Anybody wants to send me a Terradrome, I will take it.
Raw Deal wants a remake of Soylent Green.
Oh, okay.
I like
That's
that
a
movie.
classic
I
film.
don't know if they could do a proper remix now. Not remix, remake.
Yeah, because you know how it's going to end.
Yeah, but then they would do something crazy to it. You know?
Yeah.
But you know what movie is a mini series that was real good? Childhood's End. It's on Tubi.
Oh yeah.
Right now. It's on Tubi. We saw it recently. And it's called Childhood's End. And it really throw you for a while because some aliens come to Earth and you don't see them, but they have a representative, and the representative talks to one person and makes their request known to that person, and that person has to go and tell the world, and they refuse to be seen. And then once they're seen, everybody's like, whoa, you know, and what's going to happen. And it's a 3-part series, and it's actually pretty good.
Yeah, it's one of the better like Sci-Fi Channel miniseries.
And it's a modern one because it came out in...
The book was written in like 53 or something, wasn't it?
Yeah. But the movie came out like in the mid-2000s, but it was really good.
Yeah, and another film that we saw that was really interesting just recently was Magician, right?
Magic.
Or with, Magic. Was it Magic?
Anthony Hopkins. That movie was crazy.
Yeah. He's a professional ventriloquist in the movie, but it's a drama, and it's pretty weird. It's like Rod Serling worthy.
What? Oh,
if you haven't seen it, you might want to check that one out.
What's that Dolph Lundgren in? Was that Dolph Lundgren in a deodorant commercial? I don't know. Master Magnetism, and it's highly articulated that a million seller. Instead of the flag, David, but
the Meagle Love Boat. Yeah. That Meagle Love Boat's not that easy to find in the box either. But the Meagle Love Boat is just like a backdrop for the action figures. And that's why I pick on Meagle sometimes, because people are like, oh, why Meagle making all these figures? Meagle's always made weird television figures, but at least now it makes sense because they're targeting adults, and adults might be interested in a nostalgic TV show figure. But back in the 1980, when the Love Boat figures came out, kids didn't want to play Love Boat. They
No.
didn't want little Captain Steubing and Doc playing with 3 3/4 inch action figures, or maybe they could get them and they could get the boat and they could do like GI Joe on vacation.
Yes.
I don't know.
Jedi Life says that you can turn a graded flag into a coffee table.
Yeah, I guess so. That acrylic will scratch up real quick though.
I bought a new Lego Back to the Future DeLorean. It had about 2,000 pieces
Uh-huh.
and was $180. Our store got 70 units and it sold out in less than an hour.
Was it a Lego store or a regular retail outlet?
Real Talk said they could use COVID as the backdrop. Yeah, they could for Soylent Green.
Yeah, and Robert says you don't want a Charo action figure. They didn't make Charo, I don't think, because yeah,
What
she
was
used to
Charo?
Charo used to guest star on the Love Boat quite a bit. I think she probably guest starred more than anyone else that was ever on that show.
Well, Johnny said they made a Titanic. Lego made a Titanic.
Yeah.
And it was huge. Lego makes some
75,000
great stuff,
pieces.
but I don't have the patience to build 1,000 pieces to do the X-wing and a DeLorean or Knight Rider. Yeah. Remember? Oh, Robert saw Magic. David did. You didn't want. Okay, you read that. I love Migo Quincy and Mr. Rourke.
Oh,
No.
Jedify says he scored a Blue Thunder.
What's Blue Thunder?
Oh yeah, from the movie. It was a movie, and then they made a TV show based off of it, didn't they? And it was just like a police helicopter, but it was armed. From is that the early '80s? I want to say, and they made an action figure with the helicopter in the box, but they hardly made any of them. They're very difficult to find. So that's a pretty cool score.
Oh yeah. And then he found it on a card or in the box.
Boxed. Yeah,
it's
he
in
says
the
it's
box.
Boxed. So that's
cool.
a tough one to find. I'd like one of those myself.
If any Love Boat action figures would have been available in Germany as an 8-year-old, would have given a bad end of every single storyline. For sure. Subbing was
Steubing. Captain Steubing.
Oh, always. 1983.
You know what's anybody ever watch Kojak? Before Captain Steubing was Captain Steubing on the Love Boat, he had a guest appearance as like an escaped felon. He was, I think, he was a hostage situation in a prison, if I remember the episode correctly on Kojak, and he was so heavy. Captain Steubing was a big boy in that episode.
He wore a fat suit.
No, he was just big. He lost a lot of weight before he got on the Love Boat.
Oh, okay. Let's see. Oh, Don had a question about your JJ figure. He wanted to know what's the value in today's market, roughly.
Off the top of my head, I'm not sure. If you look up Shindana, Shindana, Shindana JJ on eBay and the completed auctions, you can get a basic idea. Although a lot of the times when he's in the box is pretty rough though. And there's two. They had the doll, and they have a talking pull string doll of JJ also that was available in a window box and in a closed face box. Because Shindana made a lot of celebrity talking dolls.
Robert says the MASH figure, did they make Klinger and Drag?
Yes, they did.
They did?
Yeah, they did make a Klinger. It kind of looks like he's in a dress. Basically it's like pink and white outfit that he's got on or something like that. But they did do a Klinger drag figure. Although they were kind of conservative with it, because remember they were still marketing these to kids. and they were made. I think TriStar made that series, and they are um, compatible with 3 3/4 inch GI Joe, and they're pretty well articulated too. The Mash figures.
Master Mexico loved Kojak Night series in Germany's, and yes, he does remember Stubing, and he said that he was a bully, asking if he was a
Yeah,
bully.
he was because he remember he it was some kind of like a hostage situation in a prison. Like I said, if I remember the episode correctly, and he was running it. He was
Mm.
being a jerk.
He said actually Telly Savalas was a huge star in Germany and still is kind of remembered. And
Telly Savalas was an interesting actor.
he was
He was good.
he was in a movie. What's that one where they were on a train and he was like the police officer or detective or
Oh no
something
no no
at
no.
the end?
He was oh god. Yeah, I know the one that you're talking about. It had he was like a Russian commander,
Yeah.
and it was oh, what was the name of that movie? Damn, you got me now.
Okay.
That was he was good in that. I also liked him in oh, what was that other one? Nothing. Was it the Twilight? It wasn't the Twilight Zone?
Yeah, he was on the one with that little doll. I
He
hated
was in the
that
Twilight
episode.
Zone, and he was in another one too, where he couldn't get rid of a body.
Oh,
That
that
was
one was
hilarious.
funny.
That one was funny. He couldn't get rid of that body to save his life.
No, it wasn't him. He was the
He was in the chop shop.
yeah,
'Cause
he
it
was in the
stolen
chop shop
cars
and somebody had killed a wife and put the body in the
in the trunk,
car.
and then his boys stole the car, and he opened it and found the body. What are you doing? You don't check the car. Get this out of here. And then, but they kept ending up with that body somehow. It kept coming back. Uh,
Jedi want to know if you have vintage Indiana Jones. No,
no
he does
more. I
not.
used to have a whole set of those, and I don't anymore. Again, part of the collection that was stolen. And Johnny Future says he bought the DeLorean in a Lego store.
I want to get the Batman 89 car and
Batmobile.
Batmobile,
Lego.
and I saw somebody on YouTube put together the Nightwing, and that was pretty cool.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. David, did you check out the expo? What is that? What is that word?
Where are you?
Here. Did you check out
XO6 Trek
XO6
interviews on the new figures. No, I didn't see any interviews on that.
He was good in the Dirty Dozen. Who you talking about? Telly Savalas?
Telly Savalas.
Yeah. Oh, he was in the Dirty.
We saw the Dirty Dozen.
Did we?
Yeah.
Kojak was great. I don't remember that show.
Who Loves You, Baby? There were action figures for that show.
Battle of the Network Stars. By the way, my username is Jedi Fife.
Oh, Fife. Okay, like Barney Fife. Yeah, we're just like glancing at it.
Yeah,
so we're not trying to mess you up.
We make up stuff as we see it, how our minds want to see it. So, was Telly in that one with the camera that showed the future?
No, he wasn't in that one.
I know which one you're talking about. Yeah, no, he wasn't.
He wasn't in that one.
Robert Conrad was such a sore
loser on Battle of the Network Stars. I remember watching Battle of the Network Stars barely. You know, it's just one of those things like when you're a kid and you see a show and it's just kind of on and you don't remember it one way or the other.
And Electric Emphasis want to know if you heard about the unboxing of a mass figure vehicle from Chile. The vehicle was completely destroyed, turned to dust.
Really?
Unfortunately, I cannot remember where I saw it on YouTube.
Because that's a big thing now. Is the market's been flooded with that warehouse find from South America.
Yeah.
They found cases and cases of sealed mask and mad balls. But no, I hadn't heard that there had been any difficulties with any of those being opened up.
And Johnny says that Bat Nightwing, you can hang it flat on the wall. I saw it because, like I said, somebody, I just flipped through YouTube, but somebody put it together and they showed that you could hang it he had it he put his in an acrylic case, but he did show that you could hang it up.
Yeah.
And
then when that sucker falls off, kablam!
Oh God, I probably have a heart attack. It
shattered in a million pieces.
And somebody else had the Batmobile, but I want to say the Nightwing has light up features.
I don't remember.
It seemed like the person I saw, you can open up the hatch where the pilot sits, and it had light up features. Now, y'all know by now that I mix a lot of things up, so I could be mixing something up. But it seemed like they showed light up features,
Okay.
but I don't know because I mix up everything.
Robert I've talked about that before too, actually, because it came up a couple of times. Robert was saying he saw a biography on Tattoo, and that's Hervé Villachet.
Mm-hmm.
He was really a mess when he became famous, and he was terrible to everyone. Yeah, people were terrified of that guy. His
Oh,
wife,
the little midget?
yeah, people were terrified of him. He used to carry guns, and he would threaten people. He'd point revolvers at people, threaten to kill them. He was nuts.
Jedi says, how do you feel about open up carded figures or vehicles?
We typically don't. We typically don't open them, and most of what I do is vintage. She does more modern stuff than I do, but I don't open anything. I mean, as you can see, if unless it's completely wrecked, like you see Chewbacca here. I got this Chewbacca in the box, but the box was just garbage. It was torn to shreds. So I took him out. I took him out and put him on display here. Smack mint Chewbacca and wrecked box put away somewhere. But if it's like mint in the box, even if the box might be open, I'll leave it alone. I don't like opening. I don't like opening that stuff up.
But he will.
It lasted this long. It could stay in there a little while longer.
But he will take a vintage complete vehicle out of the box, because I bought you some vehicles out of the box and you take them.
If it's complete loose in the box, like you have the box and inside it's just pieces because somebody already played with it, I'll go ahead and dump it out.
I'm looking for a Knight Rider and Hill Street Blues trash can. Oh, trash cans.
Oh, okay.
Oh, wow. We got some trash cans.
Yeah,
we can find those easy. But I don't know about
that's one of those areas where the price hasn't gone up too bad yet. People haven't caught on to it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so they're still fairly cheap on eBay. And try out Macari too, because I think a lot of people don't realize that Macari has stuff on there. Mm-hmm. And then on Macari you can always do an offer.
Yeah, the ash cans, the trash cans, ash cans, or waste paper baskets, mm-hmm. whatever they used to call them. There's a bunch of different terminology, and TV trays are a good alternative to the lunch boxes because the lunch boxes are where the money's at, but a lot of that stuff doesn't get the love it deserves.
Yeah, you can still find it cheap, and it's some nice, pretty pictures on them, and I've been collecting them. And you can still find it fairly cheap in different places.
You'd be surprised. And it's like versus. I mean, there have been times where she's picked up like a tray or a waste basket and paid $8 or $10 for it plus the postage.
Yeah,
but, and when you were going to get a lunchbox by comparison, it would have been 5-6 times as much or more. Johnny says Gary Coleman was a butthole to people too.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oof.
You're talking about Willis.
And Master said, did we watch the Double Dragon cartoon?
I remember it.
No, I never did.
But I couldn't tell you one thing from it. I don't think so. And they had a live action movie too that was pretty bad. Oh, Robert Online, Sit and Spin. Yeah. Part of my wish is they made a big wheel for us 50 to 60-year-olds. I always loved the theme big wheels, G.I. Joe, Knight Rider, A-Team, etc. Maybe a Power Wheels for us or a Sit and Spin. I don't know about us sitting on a Sit and Spin. A big wheel, you'd have to custom make one now.
Yeah, because they don't make. Do you remember they had bikes made for the characters, the various characters, or like you said, the big wheel, but not anymore. They just make bikes.
Nobody does that stuff anymore.
Do they even make big wheels anymore?
I don't know. Well, Marx had the original license to Big Wheel, and they I don't know who ended up with it after Marx, but there were copycats as well. Other companies were also making big wheels. I got a commercial showcase on this channel of a bunch of the original classic big wheel commercials. And Jetta Fife wants to know if I have any love for Super Joe. Oh yeah, absolutely.
Who's Super Joe?
Super Joe was the transition from GI Joe. It was their fourth transition, because it was America's Movable Fighting Man, then it was Adventure Team, then they were doing the weird stuff where they were trying to emulate $6 Million Man, where they had Mike Powers and Bullet Man, and then they dropped to an 8-inch figure in like 1977, and they called it Super Joe. It's very difficult to collect those. The Super Joe figures, they copied the same concept as the Adventure Team muscle bodies, and so their joints tend to deteriorate and they'll fall apart. So the elbows and the knees and everything just collapse, even inside of like in the package, they'll just fall apart on you. But they're still pretty cool.
Lonan says, "How about the Conan cartoon?"
I remember the Conan cartoon, early '90s, and who was it? Was it Mattel made action figures for it? It was like a 9 or a 10-inch action figure, big bulky looking thing on the card. And those figures, I think you can still get for a reasonable price if anybody was interested in those. John McJunkin wants to know if anybody saw a Street Fighter with Jean-Claude Van Damme. Jean-Claude Van Damme.
I never saw.
I saw it. Raul Julia stole the show on that. Raul Julia played Vega, but Raul Julia was always good. He was a very intense actor when he wanted to be.
Don want to see a Snoopy ice maker.
I don't have a Snoopy ice maker. I have a Tarko robot ice. You mean the slush machine? I have a Tarko one that's a robot that was made in the late '70s. It was trying to bootleg a little off of Star Wars.
Jedi says no kid nowadays will buy a big wheel unless it's battery operated. That's true.
It has to have Wi-Fi.
Yeah, a place for you to store your phone in a
GPS.
Dream. Because they're not gonna buy that. Lazy butts.
Robert says Peacemaker reminds him of Bullet Man.
Don't you have a pink oven? No, I don't have an oven. Johnny Future wanted to know if I have a pink oven.
What pink oven?
I don't know. I don't have no
maybe
oven.
Maybe he means Easy Bake.
I don't have an Easy Bake. I've never had an Easy Bake.
They've been making Easy Bake ovens forever. I don't know if they still make it, but
they still make it, but it's all digital.
Yeah. Well, they used to use a light bulb.
Yeah.
You put a 100-watt light bulb in there to cook like the worst pastries ever.
Yes. Yeah. Easy Bake. Yeah. I've never had an Easy Bake oven.
It was easy, but it wasn't easy on your stomach.
My cousin had one, and we used it once and made the cake that it came with, because it comes with a package and a cake, and we made it and ate it, and that mess runs out
quick and has to be replaced like immediately. Oh, Master Maniac wants to know if we have Easter plans. Not really.
No, we're gonna just be off work, and we got plans, but not like all that.
Yeah.
So just purchase me a Popeye gumball machine. Wow, from the swap meet. Wow, that's good. Popeye gumball machine. Did you see the
Hasbro? Right, the Hasbro. I think Hasbro made those. I've got the Bozo the Clown one sitting over there in the box.
What, the gumball machine?
You see where Captain Crunch is? You see the Captain Crunch banks on the bottom row? 2 Captain Crunch banks.
Yeah, I gotta go.
The Bozo is right behind them.
Oh yeah.
And I have the Tarko Bugs Bunny. Any Play-Doh stuff? No, I don't have any Play-Doh stuff. And Robert wants to know if I'm looking at any Mezco. Not currently. I'm not currently looking at any Mezco. I've kind of backed off. I've kind of backed off of the Mezco.
He's still feeling some kind of way about that Mezco.
So there's
his feelings still hurt.
Bozo the Clown gumball machine bank there.
That looks creepy on this when you look at it.
Yeah.
Because all of the gum is in his mouth area.
He's already chewing the gum for you. See? And then the Tarko. And if you were ever wondering why you couldn't find the Warner Brothers ones, that's because Tarko made the Warner Brothers and Hasbro had the other contracts. They had the Hanna-Barbera contracts and the United King Features contracts. But and I know I forget who else they did. I think they did Wile E. Coyote also. Tarko, Tarco. Tarko made Gumball Banks.
Let's see. That was missing here. The gumball machine, not common here. Neither in Germany.
Do they even make those anymore?
What, gumball machines?
Yeah, it's all this stuff that nobody does anymore. You can't find it.
I know David has a nice Nintendo console collection. Have you ever bought or wanted to buy vintage arcade? He wants to buy.
I would like to,
but
we don't have the space. No. And authentic ones are expensive. I know they have those copy ones now that they sell like at Walmart, and that's cool. I mean, I would do that. But as far as an authentic console, no, I never had one.
It says, I know you're not feeling the Mezco, David, but you should check out the Mezco 5-point. I think they're pretty cool. That Popeye looks cool. Batman 66, Superman. Let me see. At the swap meet,
they look interesting.
Lots of vintage board games, toys, records, and dolls.
Yeah, and that stuff is down in price. You know, especially board games. Board games, unless it's something really rare, they don't sell well. Primarily because nobody wants to pay to ship it. It's expensive to ship, because of the large, odd size puts you over. The dimensions put you over on shipping.
I want to get a couple of toy boxes, and they're actually fairly cheap. The few that I saw that I really want, but the shipping costs more than the price of the item. Because I saw one for like $50, but then the shipping was like $80.
You know what I want? I want the R2-D2 toy chest from the 1980.
Yeah, we saw one.
Sears catalog.
We saw one at the swap meet.
That guy was crazy.
What he wanted
he wanted like $900 for it.
Oh yeah, did he?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Wait a minute, no. But it looks just like R2-D2, but you take his head off and then you dump the toys in, and they're like, oh, that would be really cool. I could put it in the corner. No.
Robert. Johnny wants to know if you have any vintage handheld games.
No, I don't currently have any. I used to have a set of those little ones that look like the arcades they made in the early 80s.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have those anymore. Again, I had a massive collection stolen from me years ago.
Magnet wants to know, I'm really considering going back to Marvel Legends again. He's going to start back collecting Marvel Legends.
Oh, okay.
And remember when I bought that Atari 2600 and even had a complete cabinet case?
Yeah, I remember
years ago for about $220 at the antique show.
I remember that. That's a nice find.
I did not know that you are an arcade lover. If you can accept me in Facebook again, you got out of his Facebook. You and friend?
You're not on Facebook? Why not? Go to Open by Chance, and
but we are his friend on Facebook. Well, you are. I don't have it.
Yeah. Oh, you're on the Facebook.
Oh, I think he said, one time that something happened to his Facebook.
Oh, that's right. Is that you?
Yeah.
Maybe that's why.
Oh.
But yeah, go to Open by Chance.
I should send you some pics of my collection.
Ask to join the group.
I like random board games, but I only have a couple in the box in my collection.
They take up a lot of space.
I have a handful.
That's also part of the reason why a lot of people don't care for the board games so much. They have some unique art. A lot of them have great art, but again, it's like where and how do you display them? Usually, people just end up stacking them, and then you can't see it.
Robert wants to know, am I eyeballing anything? Not really. I have been thinking about, but I probably won't. I've been thinking about getting one of the Hot Toys, the new Batman from Hot Toys, because I feel kind of bad because I miss out on the Michael Keaton and Christian Bale. I wasn't collecting then. So now to buy those Hot Toys, it'll be like $700-800, and I'm not going to do that. So I was thinking, Well, maybe I'll get the new one because I did like that movie. I like that character. I like him. So I was thinking about that. But other than that, I'm not really looking to get anything. It's nothing coming out.
Yeah.
Yeah, where are we?
I don't know.
I bought
Jetta
bought
Fife,
me
favorite 70s and
Good
80s movie
Friday.
location you would like to visit.
Hmm?
Favorite movie location you might like to visit if you were gonna go.
Oh, what?
No, go ahead.
I'm not gonna
No,
tell.
tell. Come on.
In Canada,
Mhm.
Prince Edward's Island is where Anna Green Gables was filmed.
I knew it.
You didn't know nothing.
I did. I knew it was going to be some period drama.
Anna Green Gables, and I had got all of the information I needed to go, and I never went.
I want to go to that fountain that they at
What
the
fountain?
the one from the end of Logan's Run.
Nobody know what you're talking about.
They know what I'm talking
Favorite
about.
70s, 80s movie. Okay,
Yeah.
we talked about that. My old account has been hacked. Oh yeah, he did say
Okay,
that.
yeah.
I sent you a new message. It's March 10 this time. Okay. I don't like Facebook, Instagram.
Yeah, I
only
don't
have
blame you.
YouTube. Me too. I only have YouTube. No
Well,
Facebook, Instagram.
I've
nothing.
got the Instagram, but it's almost kind of pointless because you get like 500 subscribers and you put a picture up and you get like 10 likes, and it's like, why am I bothering? And then
But people look at it.
I guess. And then on the Facebook, I don't do much with Facebook, but I have the Open by Chance group on Facebook, and so I can put announcements there, or put up pictures, and just something to reach out to people with. But just like here, I don't like to mess around with politics or social stuff there. I don't want to hear it because you need a break.
I think Facebook is the downfall of the earth.
Yeah.
So I think social media is the downfall of the earth. Downfall of the earth.
Oh,
So
Johnny.
I don't mess with.
Johnny says he saw the original fire station from Emergency.
Oh.
It wasn't on the thumb drive. He said he had pictures. Choppa NZ, Lord of the Rings, come to New Zealand for a visit. Oh, that's right. It was filmed in New Zealand.
Lord of the Rings. I never seen that. I ain't trying to look at that. I'm getting a new quarter scale Hot Toys Batman. Dark Knight Rises.
The action figure?
Ooh.
Like what is it, a statue, or where's that?
What about Barnabas? Oh, I didn't tell you about the Barnabas. I got the Barnabas head.
Oh, it is the Hot Toys.
I forgot to tell you,
impressive.
Robert. Let me go get it. I forgot to tell you. No, because he's been asking for the longest.
That's right. Yeah, she's almost got her project done. She's like right there.
I forgot.
But yeah, that's an expensive piece too, Punisher XS. Their quarter scale figures. Oh, Fort Worth, Texas. That's right. The Logan's Run fountain.
I forgot because I was on another thing with David and we showed it. So I forgot to show it to you because I know you had been asking about it. Okay. So I bought a body and I got the head. I got some clothes too, but I'm not happy with the clothes I have. So I'm still working on it. But this is the head.
Oh, he's a little fuzzy.
Yeah, he's been in his bag. I probably need to wipe
because
him off.
he's too close.
Oh, I need to back up?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's the head. And I got the body. The clothes. Oh, that's his tie.
He took his hands off.
His hands fell off.
Are you sure?
Yeah. I did it wrong. But that's the body. I still got to I haven't finished putting them together yet because I'm gonna change the clothes. But that's how he'll look. I don't like this suit. It's not exactly what I wanted. But that's what.
But you get the right overcoat, you won't see it.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
But that's how the body came out. I mean, that's how the head and the body came out. So I'm still putting him together because there's a couple of things that I'm going to do. And he'll be ready for display. So thank you for asking. I know you have been asking about that for a while. And I did finally get everything together. But we haven't done a video in a while.
Yeah. Robert says he'd like to get some of those in a NECA black and white Universal Monsters, Frankie Dracula, Wolfman, and he got the American Werewolf figure, and he loves that American
Oh,
Werewolf figure. That's a classic, another '80s classic, American Werewolf in London.
it says the Facebook group is really nice. I can recommend it. Reasonable people, not overwhelming, and really nice collector content.
Yeah,
Figure.
he's talking about the Open by Chance.
Open by
Yeah,
chance? Yeah, I don't know.
yeah, because
I
I
don't
don't.
have Facebook.
Yeah, because like I said, I mean, we can. There's enough of it in life as it is. You don't need to be beat over the head with
I
politics
know.
and social issues nonstop.
Constantly.
Yeah, it's take a breath.
Yeah, sometimes it's nice to get away from that kind of stuff for a while. And good with some like-minded people and talk about things you like,
Yeah.
both like. I mean, at least we all know on this channel we can say, okay, we like nostalgia, collecting, talking about movies, just shooting the breeze.
Yeah.
We might not agree on other things, but at least we can agree on this and we can talk and lay out differences aside for what, an hour or 2 hours, and talk about that every so often. So
Yeah.
we're watching the TV show
The
now.
TV
I'm
show.
not so
Well,
keen on
the
that.
thing is, it takes a different turn because at the end of the film, and you have to be careful not to compare the film to the show, because at the
Yeah.
end of the film, he goes back and disrupts the system and frees all the people. In the show, that doesn't happen. He never goes back.
Yeah.
He never goes back.
And in the show, you see just how naive they are and how innocent their mind is and how they don't know nothing.
They don't have common sense at all.
No, none.
And that's why
it's kind of frustrating.
That's why they have Rem. But they have the character Rem, the android, and he recognized that. He was like, I better tag along with these two, or else they're going to get themselves killed.
Logan is a little better off than the girl. The girl is just insufferable. She just like, oh my God. She gets them into so much trouble because she don't know nothing. And, oh, we got to get the sanctuary. Is this sanctuary?
And Rem has already even explained it to her.
Yeah. That, sanctuary is a state of mind.
Yeah, it's not necessarily a specific place, and she still doesn't get it.
Yeah, because the first few episodes, you keep asking yourself, do they know what sanctuary means?
Yeah.
And then they get in, they encounter somebody, and they're talking about sanctuary, and the guy was like, do you know what that means? And then Rem finally just tells them.
Yeah.
It is a state of mind. And I figured that was going to come up closer to the end of the show.
Yeah. Because it only lasted a season.
Yeah, it's only like 14 episodes, and it's on Tubi. So if you want to watch it, it's on Tubi. It's available for free. But yeah, it's kind of, it's all right, but it's kind of like wears on your nerves a little bit.
Yeah, John McJunkin pointing out that TV guides are going up. He says some TV vendor wanted 75 for a vintage TV guide with the Muppet Show cast. So people are starting to pick up on those. They're getting interested in the TV guides now because there's a lot of classic covers. You can find out a lot about TV formatting, how it used to be. There's some history there.
Yeah.
There's some original art on the inside. People, they had panels that they would do to showcase a TV show that you wouldn't have seen anywhere else. So it's starting to get more interesting to people to find vintage TV guides.
Brandon wants to know if I got any new Funko or Masters of the Universe. No new Masters of the Universe. No new Funkos. I admit there are a few Funkos that I want, but I have not gotten it. And I won't. I'm trying my best not to get it.
She's on the wagon.
Robert said I did the same with the 1/6 Face. Little by little, I put it together. I got a crappy head sculpt, but when I was able, I got the Hot Toys head sculpt. Now I'm looking better. I'm playing Farsi 6. I just got eaten by a shark.
Far Cry.
Far Cry. Okay. LPH, if it helps, if you go on eBay, just buy the Hot Toys Batman parts. Just the body, then the head later. Oh, for the new Batman, the new one. Yeah, I don't know. I don't like all that kit bashing stuff.
Johnny wants to know if you get in the neck of Universal Monsters.
No, I'm getting
Mondo.
the Mondo one. So far, they only made one.
Yeah, this
But
Mondo takes its time though.
yeah, that's the one. The one that I'll be.
Yeah, I remember those Dynamite magazines are getting up there now too.
I don't know what a Dynamite magazine
It was a kids like celebrity magazine, like you'd have Mr. T on the cover or something, or ABBA, something like that. Michael Jackson.
I bought the '89 Batman body, $200. Waited a few months, bought the Hot Toys head sculpt, another $200. Still expensive, but better than shelling out. Yeah, unless you buy a third party. Yeah, I don't know.
Rat wants to know.
Looks cool. Thank you.
Rat wants to know what's the largest and smallest pieces in the collection.
Your largest piece is that Serpentor.
Yeah, I got that Prime One Studio Serpentor. It's pretty big.
Yeah, and the tiniest thing. I don't know. Them G.I. Joes was pretty small.
See the little blue guy with the little eyes? See how nostalgic this is. If I can't get past you. You're blocking me.
I got to move.
Yeah, you got to move. Who remembers these?
Nobody.
Everybody remembers this. Oh, you got to do that to me now?
So I won't have to keep moving around.
Who recognizes that?
What is that?
And this is a John Deere promotional one. Do you remember the little fuzzy guy with the little sticker feet? These are unpeeled too. You peel that off and you stick it on a dashboard, and it's got little googly eyes. Who remembers these? If you remember who this is, I'll tell you what it is. You can find these dirt cheap on eBay because nobody cares about this stuff. But in the 70s and early 80s, this was a real popular thing. People used to buy these all the time.
Anyway, oh, now I remember. LPH, didn't you mention you are still looking for the Michael Keaton Batman figure? Yes. Well, got one. Way Marcos made them for me for the Mexican market, and is really cool detailed. Okay, it'll go with the Manny Faces. Okay, good.
Johnny wants to know if you got that deluxe Dracula.
Yes, I did.
She got the one with the coffin.
I did, so he can go with my Barnabas figure, so
and
I can display them together.
There. They can stand there and try to decide whose coffin it is.
Are you guys going to get the 6-scale Dracula? Yeah, we just talked about that. I remember those. Everyone put them in their car. Is that this thing?
Yeah, that's this. It's called a Weeple. Weeple. Weeple.
I have one of those from China Gate Restaurant. I love that place.
Yeah, and this one was a promotional one for John Deere. He's got the little John Deere cap on. And your largest piece is that Keldor.
Yeah.
That MFA Keldor statue. The base on that thing is ridiculous.
Master Mexico said that he thought they were called fluffies.
No, it's a Weeple. If you look up Weeple on eBay, you'll find them. And like I said, they're pretty cheap, actually. Because, it's one of those, like, weird nostalgic things from the 70s, 80s that nobody's thinking about.
They had this little white mark on the side with name and a hat. And a heart. Okay. Weeple. I never knew that's what they were called. Did they ever had a name back then?
I think that was what it was called. I don't know if they have individual names, but I'm pretty sure the company was Weeples. And they had a big one, too. They made a large size one.
Wow.
But yeah, like I said, it's got like a peel off, and that one is still intact. But you peel it off, and it's a sticker, and you can stick it to something and then try to scrape it off later.
When Randall's biggest piece is the Snake Mountain.
Oh, okay.
He has a Snake Mountain. I don't understand a Eternia playset because that wasn't a part of the show. I mean, they never made the Palace. The Palace was like almost on every episode.
I think the Eternia playset was shown to some degree in one of the mini comics.
I don't remember.
I think it was. I could be wrong, but I
I
think
don't
so.
remember. But I always wondered that with the Eternia playset, like why was that a part of it and not the castle? Because you had Grayskull, you had Snake Mountain, and then you had the castle. Those were the places, or the palace.
And they never got around to showing it on the filmation on the filmation show.
What?
The Eternia playset, because
Yeah.
every toy was supposed to be jammed into that show.
Didn't some of those weeples have a ribbon on them?
Yeah.
With a quote.
Sometimes they did. I don't remember if there was a quote, but sometimes they had a little ribbon.
John says his wife is thinking about purchasing the Little House on the Prairie lunchbox, but it was missing the thermos, and they were asking $60 for it. I told her we can find a better one with a thermos.
You might can.
That took forever on Big Chief Studios to release it. Oh, yeah, he was saying Big Chief released the Flash
and Ming, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And not Tom Baker, though. I didn't order the Flash and Ming. I would have liked to, but I did not, because it's just, again, it's so much money. It gets expensive.
William Randall said they showed a Eternia on the Masters of the Universe Revelation.
Did they?
Uh-huh. That's what he said.
Well, we didn't watch it at all, so.
I think it was behind Snake Mountain, kind of like the backyard of Eternia. I don't know about all that. For real. I love Strass Gordon, but Big Chief Studios.
Yeah, Big Chief Studios, everything is late. Everything. And that was before the whole COVID thing. Yeah, they were always late. It's like, oh, there's going to be a delay. Surprise! If it isn't delayed at least 3 times, it's not Big Chief. Still waiting on that Tom Baker.
Master Mexico wants the playset, the Eternia playset for the monorail. I want a monorail since I was a kid, and no, I won't buy the Disney one.
Oh, I see.
You can buy the one from The Simpsons monorail.
I don't think they did that. Playmates made the Simpsons action figure series, right?
But you remember when the monorail came to town?
Yeah, they made a musical out of it.
Monorail. NECA has a 2-pack at Walmart right now, much cheaper, of the Flash Gordon Ming.
Yeah, well, NECA's been making a lot of the Flash Gordon figures and tied in with the remake of the Defenders of the Earth series. Galoob, I think, made the original ones.
Robert says every time he hear monorail, you think, me too. Every time I hear the word monorail, I remember that clip, and they did this whole dance sequence, and I think it was a commercial or something.
The salesman was trying to pitch it to the at the town meeting.
Yeah,
and that's when he started. He started doing the dance and song routine.
The Ming is very fragile. Got mine broken.
Oh, you ordered one from NECA? You mean the NECA Ming? NECA's
hello.
Out of sight, out of mind.
Are we live? Yes, we are.
He's out of sight. He's out of mind. He's out of his head when you're not around.
Yep. I found me a VCR tape at the movie Roller Boogie. My wife laughed at me for buying it. Got $2.
I'm not mad at you. You go ahead and you buy that VHS tape.
I know, because with no VCR like some people do.
You can display it. You just stand it up.
I ain't gonna lie. I have a VCR tape of the '89 Batman.
Yeah.
So I can put it in my display when I display my stuff. Funko only made a Sleeve-Stack pop for the Land of the Lost. Why didn't they make a Holly, or Cha-Cha? It's stupid.
Chaka.
Oh, Chaka. They are the main character, not Sleeve-Stacks.
Yeah. Well, because Enoch and Sleeve-Stack, if they do Enoch and they do the Sleeve-Stack, which is basically the same thing in a different outfit, they only have to pay Sid and Marty Krofft. If they characterize any of the other characters, they may have to also pay a franchising fee to the actors, and that's something that Sid and Marty Krofft also are notorious for screwing people over on. If you have to go through them at all.
Plus the VHS Francis, Talking Mule, and Tarantula,
Oh
The
God, Francis
Incredible
the Talking
Shrinking
Mule.
Man.
I remember that.
William said his battery is dying, so
Uh-oh.
he has to go. Well, thanks for stopping by.
All right. We will see you again.
We'll see you soon.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember Francis the Talking Mule. It was kind of like Mr. Ed, but it was a mule, and they did films. It was films instead of a TV show.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because you just get the horse or the in this case a donkey, because Mr. Ed was a horse, and you know how they flap their lip,
Mm-hmm.
and then you just have somebody voice act it because that's all it was.
What was the movie? Spider movie with William Shatner.
Oh, I know the one you're talking about. Yeah, remember they
Oh.
covered the whole town.
Yeah,
The
I
whole
do.
town was covered in spider webs at the end of the film, and because they were trying to keep the spiders out, they were trying to seal up the cabin or something.
Yeah.
I can't think of the name of it, but I know the one you're talking about.
Because wasn't it like a big spider mound in these people's yard? And then I was asking, like, when does spiders have mounds, like ant
when do they build
mounds?
nests?
Yeah, I don't know. Let's see. Oh, he said, John said somebody at the swap meet was selling the original Castle Grayskull.
Oh, okay.
Some Francis Mule movies are on YouTube. Kingdom of the Spiders.
There you
That's
go.
what Robert says the name of that movie was.
I couldn't remember. William
Yeah.
Shatner was in a lot of B films in the
Mhm.
70s. A lot of guest appearances all over the place. He was on Kung Fu too. He
Did
played that ship captain with the Irish accent. He was married
Oh
to
yeah.
and he was trying to collect on the reward, but then he just gave up. He was like, "All right, man, you win. I'm done." He's like, I can't beat you, lad."
Did Matthew says did they make any Fritz the cat toys? That cartoon really confused me as a child.
Yeah, you shouldn't have been watching it as a child. That's why, because Fritz the cat was practically X-rated.
Oh, I saw that and
Yeah.
I turned it off. Yeah.
Yeah. It was like an
Fritz the cat
X-rated
It
cartoon.
was having sex and all kind of stuff all on TV.
You shouldn't have been watching that as a kid anyway. I don't know if there was ever any franchising with that or not. I'm not sure about that one.
Out of sight, want to know if you got the Mezco Spider-Man at 99.
No.
And John was freaked out by William Shatner on the Twilight Zone on the airplane.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm. Thinking of getting the complete Electric Company Spider-Man serial spots
on
on
DVD.
the show.
Yeah, Spidey, Spider-Man, and that's from that connects with Spidey Comics. If you look up Spidey instead of Spider-Man, and it says featured on the Electric Company, and those comic books are based on the shorts from the original Electric Company series, which the original Electric Company is a classic show. It was a good show. They don't do good children's television anymore like that. They don't. It was a phonics show. The whole basis of it was to teach you how to pronounce and enunciate properly.
Robert says that y'all are lucky that y'all got that QMX William Shatner. We could put lots and lots of layers of clothes on him and make him look like he did in the later movies.
I could just swap his body with that Nunyan Sung, because they did the original Star Trek Khan QMX, and he's wearing a padded suit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's a little thicker in the middle, so they put like a dummy suit on him.
I love Electric Company Spidey. His web was white ropes.
Yeah, it was goofy. The Electric Company Spider-Man, but that was the fun of it. Those Electric Company Zoom. And all these shows they tried to bring back and couldn't do it. They tried to remake Zoom, blew it. Tried to remake the Electric Company and blew it.
They never tried to remake Zoobly Zoo.
No, they didn't. And then what was the other one? They can't remake Mr. Rogers.
Reading Rainbow.
I don't know if they brought Reading Rainbow back, but if they did, I don't think they would pull it off anymore. And then
Kids don't read nowadays.
no, and then they would try to inject agenda into it with the book choices because PBS is completely sold out now. And then Sesame Street hasn't been good since like the late '80s. It's been getting weird ever since Jim Henson died and Disney bought him out, bought out the rights from his family. It's been a mess.
Did you see the Migos Star Trek 2 figures? They made a con, but I swear it looks like B.
I
Arthur.
remember that. Yeah, the Wrath of Khan. I think I made a crack about B. Arthur on the roundup when we showed it. Now that I think back, because it did look terrible. They did well. I mean, it's Mego, and I'm not trying to pick on Mego fans, but their sculpts are not often spot on. Uh, but I mean, it's a cheap figure. It's an inexpensive figure. Some of them look good, some of them don't. It's a toss up. What are you itchy?
No, I'm cold.
You're cold.
Freezing in here. 70s and 80s were the best ever TV and movies.
Yeah, I think so.
That is why they always try to remake, because they know things suck today. That's true. They have no imagination, and they can't come up with nothing. So they just rehash.
Or they try to tap into a former show that was well received, thinking that they can grab a piece of that and run with it and have a good show. Kind of like, which is why Twilight Zone's been remade twice, and both times a failure.
The second one was way better than the third one.
Yeah, it definitely was. And the talking point on the third one was that we're going to use foul language now, and it's like that's going to make the show better.
Yeah. Rod didn't use it, and it was great.
Rod's show can't be reproduced because the premises of most of his episodes are still relevant.
Yeah.
And the acting is stellar. The acting,
the writing was good.
Yeah, and the cinematography, because it was in black and white, and they had to make that really work. And they excellent use of shadow and shading in a lot of those episodes. And it's a technique that people don't bother with anymore because almost everything you see is CGI on the TV now anyway.
Something that's true: the worst Twilight Zone episode
the very last
is better episode than most of the TV shows today.
That's true.
If you find the worst episode of Twilight Zone and compare it to a show, it's still better. And the worst one was the very last episode with them kids in the swimming pool.
Yeah,
he could have just left that out. But that one is, I would rather watch that than some modern show. This is for Johnny Future. Oh, that was Robert.
Rock asking about this. And I did a showcase of this. You can find it in our archive. I did a showcase of this because it's not sealed. And it is complete and working. And so I took it out and I demonstrated it.
Out of sight says that my chair is cool.
She made these.
Yeah, they're chair covers. They're covers. We just got these chairs from Goodwill, and then I put the covers on. Oh, Robert says he's been looking at some Biff Bang Pow Twilight Zone. I have all of those. They are expensive. They're getting expensive. Only a handful of them though, because I found the majority of them for under $50, except for one, and that's the Bemis, Mr. Bemis. But that
one's real expensive.
Yeah, that one is expensive, and somebody sold it cheap because it was open, and I had to tape everything was there, and the card was in good shape, but the blister had come off of the card.
It was coming loose.
Yeah,
basically.
So, but that's a cool set, and then also the sideshow Twilight Zone. They made 1/6 scale figures of some of the characters, and those are still fairly cheap. You can get those for under $60. A bunch of them from under $60.
A lot of the early 1/6 scale stuff done by Sideshow is real inexpensive, like Hogan's Heroes, Buffy the Vampire Slayer, and they did a bunch of stuff, but it's not that expensive. A lot of it, it's because as the next new thing comes out, that's the one drawback with 6 scale collecting is that if it's redone or something better comes along, people they want to get rid of the old one, and it just keeps dropping in value.
He was saying that the Biff Bang Pow are 3" or 8". I think they're 8". They're all 8" figures.
Which ones?
The Biff Bang Pow Twilight Zone.
They're Mego-like. Mego-like, they call that.
Yeah.
Oh no, Stone Sour. Where you been?
Stone Sour.
Where have you been, Jason Gabriel?
Jason says it's 85 degrees where he is. Jedi says it's 71. Master Mexico says it's 33 in Mexico.
Celsius.
Oh, well.
We're talking Fahrenheit, man.
Yeah.
It better not be 33 degrees in Mexico.
I know, right? Because I thought Mexico always warm. No, he's talking
I don't know.
Celsius. Do you have the William Shatner figure from the Gremlin? Yeah.
She does.
I do. I have that one from the Sideshow because they made one from Sideshow and they made it like a 2-pack. So you get one William Shatner body and you have
2 outfits.
And 2 outfits.
Basically, so you can make him either or.
Yeah, you can make him his name was Robert something from the airplane or the guy from the diner. So they gave you 2 sets of clothes.
The little penny box, the little fortune box comes with it.
And then they had the one on the Carter figure from Biff Bang Pow. It was the William Shatner from the airplane.
Yeah, no problem, Master Maniac. I figured you were talking Celsius.
And the Gremlin. The Gremlin is cool. Yeah. What did you end up selling at the toy swap?
Oh, wow.
David sold a ton of stuff.
Yeah. I had extra carded Inhumanoids, which actually one of them was bought by Chance from Second Chance Toys, but it was for his private collection. He wasn't buying it for the store. And what else did I have?
I sold some pops.
She did sell some pops there. We did some frame tray puzzles, vintage frame tray puzzles, and loose wrestling figures.
Yeah, a bunch of loose
wrestling figures that I had picked up somewhere.
And I had some loose Masters of the Universe figures that sold.
Yeah.
Yeah. Some extra ones that were loose. I sold those.
Yeah.
And what else? I don't know. You did sell a bunch of stuff though.
Yeah. It was all right. You sold that extra Batman TV tray.
Yeah.
You had 2 of those.
Yeah. And did we sell a lunchbox?
Yeah, you sold an extra He-Man lunchbox that you had. Masters one. And we're probably we're going to be going to this show next. We might, I don't know if we're going to have a table there or not. We've been invited to.
Yeah.
Retroville offered us a table there outside because it's indoors and outdoors. And he said he had some outdoor spots and wanted to know if we wanted to come. And we might do that. We're not sure. We're thinking about it and bring some more overflow and see if we can get rid of it.
Robert Redford playing Death was a good episode. He came for the old lady.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I'm still looking to add to my collection of Mego Star Trek action figures. Still looking for the short sleeve uniform shirt, Dr. McCoy. Still looking to add to the... Okay, so you got that down there 2 times. Would you do it again? Yeah, he just said it. We're gonna.
We're gonna go. We're gonna go to the next swap meet, which is in June.
Yeah, because it's every other month.
It's like
so they
June
just had
4th
one
or something.
Yeah,
because it's the first Saturday every other month, so six times a year. We might do the Gwinnett one. Where
that's next month. The Gwinnett. It's a couple of things.
I keep saying Gwinnett.
I don't know why. There's a couple of things coming up in May. That we're gonna, because it's something coming up the first weekend in May is a toy show in Charlotte. I was thinking about that. And then you got some other stuff. So we don't know.
Okay.
Andy is looking
for the
For the
real
real
McCoy,
McCoy.
because he was trying to find a
Oh yeah,
certain
Robert.
Dr. McCoy figure.
Okay.
But yeah, it was fun. I would have liked to have moved more stuff,
Yeah.
just because you hate to have to pack it back up. I was fairly reasonably priced. I was pretty fairly priced. I'm not trying to get rich. I'm just trying to make some of the money back.
Oh.
Oh,
David
Johnny's
did
got to
video on
go.
all your really cool hats. Hats. David don't have no hats. You always looking styling.
He's talking
in
about the
those.
hats that I've been wearing to the shows.
Oh, those hats. Yeah, he do got some hats.
I do. I have a bunch of hats. I just don't always wear them.
Oh, Johnny has to
Yeah,
go.
that's what I was
do
saying.
some errands.
Johnny's got something to do.
Okay.
All right, Johnny. We're glad you were able to make it.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know the hats were that popular.
Mm-hmm.
But whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know if that would fly as a video.
No.
Looking at hats.
I don't think people want to see your hats.
And say, yeah, look at my hats. Am I like major internet celebrity now? Wannabe social influencer or something? I'm going to show you my hat collection.
Well, some people they collect like sports hats.
That's true.
Like baseball and football hats. I knew people that did that. Did you get? No, we didn't go out to eat after that. Yeah, we did.
Did we know? After
we talked about going to eat.
We didn't know because we're getting away from that because we're getting.
Hey, Bruce.
We don't like the way modern restaurants have been going. We did a video talking about it. Actually, it's just not the same anymore. The food's not good. The service isn't good. It's more expensive, and it's just like, if you're paying for something and you're not enjoying it, why do it? We have a better time going to Waffle House than going to your average family restaurant. Something is wrong.
Yeah, we talked about going to eat, and we looked up some places that were nearby, and then I think we ended up just coming home and eating at home because we didn't want to get disappointed. We looked for like a hamburger place, and but then the reviews didn't look good, and then we didn't want to show up, and then the hamburgers are all soggy like that Five Guys. Ugh, that disgusting hamburger. So we didn't want to end up doing something like that. So we just came home.
We just got.
Imagine doing videos on restaurants and going, "Oh, my stomach."
Oh, my stomach.
30 Power Rangers.
Why, you remember that story? You remember? I think I told that story about the stomach guy when I was working security for the Kinney Systems garages in Boston years ago. 2 says he got the 30 Power Rangers, and that 30's prices aren't bad on those either.
Yeah, they're doing a lot of G.I. Joe now.
Yeah,
because they got the not Gung Ho. What's the black guy name?
Roadblock.
They're
doing Roadblock. Well, they were doing the movie, but now they're doing the regular Raw era figures.
Yeah, A Town Called Willoughby. That was a good one.
Yeah.
I tried checking my toy values with an online toy buyer. They lowball prices and charge you to ship the items to them.
Yeah, that's part of the problem. And people usually end up selling out to them. But if you're going to sell to a dealer, it's like going to a pawn shop. Comics or toys. Or
the Mexican wrestlers. He asked about that. We skipped them. Sorry. Master Mexico was asking if you're interested in some Mexican wrestlers. He want to ship you some Mexican wrestlers.
Oh, okay. That'd be interesting.
Yeah, because those luchadors.
Yeah.
Luchadors.
You can't see their face. You're not supposed to.
Because they got those masks on. Okay, go ahead.
But it's like going to the pawn shop. They're going to rip you off because the only thing those people collect is money. They don't collect stuff. They don't appreciate it. It's hard to find a toy dealer, a vintage toy dealer that's going to give you a fair shake on a sale or a trade.
Yeah.
And usually the ones who are willing to give you a fair shake are more likely collectors as opposed to people who just sell. But that's tough. It's always tough, especially on when you're dealing with comic books or toys.
Andy wants to know, have you seen the movie Toxic Avenger? I saw they gonna make.
I don't think I saw that. I don't think I saw that.
G.I. Joe needs to bring back their stalker character. Now he was awesome.
Hmm.
And I got the 30 G.I. Joe. They are reasonably priced. Yeah, for a 1/6 scale figure, they are nicely
Yeah, and that's
priced.
the argument I keep making about 30 is it because 30 has lowered their prices to try to be more competitive with Hot Toys, but they're proving that they can be made a lot cheaper.
And Rat wants to know if you collect any bootleg figures. You do.
Yeah, I got vintage ones like my Young Kung Fu Chop, which is a bootleg of Young Kwai Chan Kane made by
Hmm.
Durham, and they got into a lot of trouble for that. And I've got bootlegs made by Durham also of the figures from Mark's Safari there.
Oh.
So a couple of pieces, not much. But anyway,
And Robert wants to know if we saw the Snake Eyes movie. No,
no, we didn't see the Snake
we
Eyes
didn't
movie.
see the Snake Eyes. I wanted to see that, but we didn't. And then I never. Well, I don't look for the DVD, so I just kind of forgot about it. I did want to see it though
Uh-huh.
when it was out, and didn't. So kind of forgot about it. And Mortal Kombat. They made a new Mortal Kombat. I guess because
I
you're
don't
saying
know.
so. But anyway.
Mortal Kombat wasn't
Mm-hmm.
bad. The second one was, if you're talking about the original series. Every time they expounded on it, it got worse.
Oh yeah.
But anyways, we're almost at the 2.5 hour mark,
Yes.
and we probably should get wrapped up here.
Go eat dinner.
Yeah, go eat dinner because it's getting late. Well, kind of, and we have to go back to work tomorrow. So
His Saint Bernard ate his GI Joe figure. I mean, yeah, his Snake Eyes figure. Oh.
you got to watch out for that. Yeah, but if you swallow them whole, you'll get them back eventually.
If it'll tear his inside up. Did I hear wrong that Hot Toys was making Mortal Kombat line? I don't know.
I don't think so. I think that I think Storm is holding on to that, but Storm is starting to do 6 scale, aren't they?
Storm Collectibles?
Yeah.
Don't watch Snake Eye, please, as I know that you would be interested in seeing the Snake Eye story and not a relationship drama.
Oh no. Is that how it is, huh?
Good time. Oh no, was it? Oh well. If it's free on one of those streaming networks, I might give it a try. But yeah, since you said that, I'll wait to see if it's free. If it's not free, then I won't worry about
Robert's trying to talk us into doing this again next week.
No, not next weekend.
Oh. Anyway, we gotta go ahead and wrap up. So thanks everybody for joining us. We appreciate it. I hope you had a good time, and we will do this again at some point in the near future. So long, and thanks for all the fish.
What fish?